No. What do you hate me? Why can't I stand and walk away? Why is it so damn hard to stay? Never take it cause I got something to say. And I'm so sick of all your problems lately. You need your drama so you keep me around. It isn't getting any better in a town soon. I'm sick of time being pushed around. So I keep waiting for the storm to save me. But everybody wants to shut me down. And I ain't hearing one word you gotta say to me. Right now I'm trying to figure you out. Will you bring me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why? Why do you hate me? Why you try changing who I am? Now why can't I make you understand? Now understand that you're always about to come to an end. No one ever gave a fuck until right now. And they're all like, I'm giving it up. Fuck deal, I'm not giving everything I ever had to give. But right now I'm just not giving a fuck. So what? So I keep working for the storm to say what? But you can bet I'm getting sick of your lies. Well, I know all what you gotta say. Why should I even you bring me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why? You keep dragging me down, slam my face into the ground. I ask you why? Why you keep beating me? I can't take this anymore. I gotta ask you why? Why do you drag me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why? Why do you hate me? Yeah, what's it always gotta be like that? You know it's always your way, but you just see past that, yeah. And one day you're gonna understand that you've been running your words for too long and no one cares. Now all these people that you keep by your side, and they don't know you like I do, and all the secrets that you try to hide. Chasing where I always look at you, you stop the night with my back to the turn, and now I'm through with you. You bring me down every time I turn around and I ask you why? You keep dragging me down, slam my face into the ground. I ask you why? Why you keep beating me? I can't take this anymore. I gotta ask you why? Why do you drag me down? Every time I turn around and I ask you why? Why do you hate me?
What's up, everybody? Let's see if my avatar pops up. No, of course it's not. I don't know what it is with StreamYards, but they will not allow my avatar to fucking be on the screen, man. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Let me see if I can change it. I don't think I can. Let me see if I can change it. And we'll give you this one. See how you like this one. You guys like this one? Is it going to show up? There we go. How you like that one? How you like that one? See if it'll go back. Let's take it back to this one. See if it'll let that one show up. That picture there of me was from 2002 when I went to prison. You see, it ain't changing. It's stuck. Ah, what's being broadcast is different on my screen. Yeah, they just won't let me show my bad apple one. They just will not allow me to show my bad apple. They just won't do it, man. Let's see if it pops up yet. They ain't gonna do it, are they? I hold on to a lot of things from the 80s, man. I got shit from way back in the day. Yeah, it just won't let me do it. You guys see a different avatar than I see. Fucking StreamYards. I hate this fucking software. I gotta change it. But anyways, I don't even know why I came live. You know, come on here to get my 2 or 3 viewers to watch. Maybe maybe I could get some of my haters. I don't know. Are they haters? Are they not haters? I don't know. I'm thinking that they're haters. I'm thinking that they're haters. But I was planning on doing some other content, and it's just my motivation factor is just really, really low. We had a guy here in the Detroit area who just recently. And how's my sound? You guys hear me very well? Can you hear me good? Can you hear me? Let me see. Add the scene below the duplicate. No, it just ain't gonna do it, is it? No. So if I can't see what I want to see, then I'll just switch it. I'll just switch it. I'll give you guys my old one. There you go. That's called 5 months in jail haircut, Jethro. Yeah, I got a prison voice. That really offends people. They always think that I'm yelling. I'm always accused of yelling when it's just my voice. I just have a really loud, deep voice. It's just the way it is. And some people just can't handle it, man. They always think that I'm angry. I guess it's my voice. It's my audio version of my resting prick face through my voice. Turn your earbuds down or something. But no, I've been putting together some information. I went on Pacer, and I wanted to do the video a couple of days ago when the story was hot off the presses. But every time I've bitched about this many times on here. When I want to do something and I go to my accounts and they want me to change a fucking password just out of the fucking blue. It's just one of them random things that they want me to do on some of my accounts. And then when I change my password, it won't let me fucking in. And then I got a call to get them to reset my password. And it takes, 2 hours while on hold to go through 70 people because it tells you. I'm talking about Pacer. If you don't know what Pacer is, it's a website where you can look up federal court cases. And so I sit on hold for over 2 hours on Tuesday, and then I get hung up on I don't know why, but I got hung up on because, you got nitwits that are running the show. Then I call back the next day and I'm on hold for another hour and a half, and I get tired because I got shit to do and I hang up. And then I call yesterday. I'm on hold again for another hour and 40 minutes, and I finally get through, and I get my password changed. So last night I went on Pacer and I dug up a little bit of case file, some documentation from a litigation situation of a man here in the Detroit area. You probably have heard about it in your area, no matter where you're at. If you're on the internet and you have any type of feed coming through your interwebs here that talks about cases of, you know, civil suits or police brutality or you know, accountability or whatsoever, you probably have seen it. It's a guy in went to trial and he won, or he didn't win. He was awarded through a jury verdict $4 million through a civil suit that he brought against a fucktard police officer who sucker punched him in the eye while he was being detained, arrested, or whatever. Fucking A, Shaggy Hippie. Ain't seen this dude in forever. What's up, Shaggy? But yeah, the dude got blasted in his eye and his orbital socket was blown out. And 3 of his teeth got knocked out, like, you know, not the front teeth, but molars and shit in the upper jaw. And it blew his eyeball out like a grape, as they say. And the dude literally lost his eye. And he's local here in the Detroit area. They're it's not, I wouldn't even say they're trying to justify it. They're trying to weasel out of it, you know, for 4 or 5 fucking years. And I've actually called the dude's mom I called his number, but I can't, it's a dead number. I've tried calling his mom to get in touch with him to try to see if I can get an interview. I got her address. I got all, this is what I do. I'm an investigative journalist. You know, I pull up websites so I can look up people's mamas, as some fucktard say out here in the panel curse or on the YouTube screets. So I've thought about going. It's a little drive from where I, you know, reside to the home of the mom of this young man, and I've reached out to family members, and they're probably laying low. Well, nonetheless, there's a few videos out there, and so Lynette's seen a video of it. I'm sure that other people have seen a video of it, or you've heard wind, or it's on social media. It's big time here in the Detroit area because it's, you know, it's news here. And I'll even pull up, which I knew that this guy was going to do a video of it, because I need to set up my premium account again. I haven't done it here. I had to do anything every now and then. But this is, let me share this here. There's more. I'll just share, you know, I got all the not all the transcripts. I got deposition transcripts. I got the police reports. I got all kinds of shit that's associated with this. I paid like $40 or $50 to get it off the line. It doesn't even matter if I produce any type of video or whatnot regarding this situation. It's just, I'll save it for down the road. I would love to be able to talk to the guy, but I think that the guy is a little distraught, not, you know, withstanding the situation that he dealt with and what he went through. I don't know if any of you could sit here and literally imagine getting sucker punched in your eye for not doing anything, despite, you know, all of the people saying, "Oh, he's a scumbag, he's this." I even had a conversation with, I'm hesitant to call him a friend of mine, because even when I was in prison, or when I'm not in prison, doesn't matter. I don't normally hang out with people that I don't align with. I don't associate with people that I don't align with. If you have differing views, it's all good and dandy, but I won't make, you know, that situation a part of my, you know, my existence. I try to steer clear of it. Okay. Kind of like I was say if I was in prison and I was wanting to hang out with a couple of fucking people that I ran into, and I said, "Hey man, can you guys out here in the streets, can you run their names on the Otis website and tell me what they're locked up for? And if they were locked up for some fucked up shit, I wouldn't hang out with them. Just like out here, if you're not a good person, I really don't want much to do with you. You know, I would hope that most people feel that way, but there's a lot of people who just, you know, will associate themselves with other people for clout, for, you know, their own self-gratifying excuses and their own reasons, I guess. Whatever. It's not for me to knock. It's just the way it is. But there's only 6 people in here watching. I'm desperate for attention. So, hey, what's up, Running with Scissors? What's up with Lynette, Shaggy Hippie, Jethro, Rip Curl? What's happening with all you guys, man? You know, there could be 40 people in here watching. I don't know, because YouTube plays with my numbers. But it is what it is. So let's play this video here. Give you a quick rundown of what's going on. I don't want to play the whole thing. I really don't want to play the whole thing, but I will play enough of it to. I should probably play the whole thing, but here's the video. This is from the civil rights attorney, John.
You may have seen in the news a federal jury in Michigan just awarded $4 million to a man who got his eyeball squished like a grape after being sucker punched by a police officer for no reason. Daniel Reef was on his way to a roofing job. He and his coworker Ryan.
You know, like after I watched this video, John Bryan, he downloaded some of the shit off of Pacer as well, and then, you know, he contacted John Marco, which is a civil rights attorney here in Detroit area, and they're buddies, you know, or lawyer pals, you know, they're in the club together. So John Marco decided he would come on his channel here and give a little bit of insight on what occurred. And unfortunately, reading the documentation myself, the transcripts from the depositions, reading the police reports, reading the transcripts from the body camera where they transcribed the body camera, what was being said on it, and even the civil attorney that represented this guy isn't being, you know, is it purpose, you know, or is it not knowing? But I would tend to believe that he's got to know. He's sharing wrong information himself, but it's all good. This is what I've discovered when it comes to these lawyers. I've actually talked to this guy myself twice and paid him $250 for an hour twice. And the second time I only got about 25 minutes in and paid him $250 fucking for 25 minutes. He didn't do anything for me. So if I was any of you out there and you think about calling and getting any advice from this John H. Bryan, don't waste your fucking time or your money. Call me. I'll do it for you. I'll tell you the same thing that he could tell you. You know, but it is what it is. So.
And stopped at Ryan's house to get some tools. As they walked through the neighborhood, a neighbor got suspicious.
This is not true. This is not accurate. He's giving the mainstream media take on it, and it's not from the actual documents.
She called the police on a non-emergency number, reporting that she didn't recognize the 2 younger-looking kids who were walking through.
2 separate individuals that have nothing to do with the man, Daniel Reef, that got his eye punched out.
Through her neighborhood. The Clinton Township Police apparently.
This is, you know, I was going to go to the Clinton Township Police and get these body camera videos, but apparently John Marco, the civil attorney, gave him these videos so he didn't have to go and get them himself, because they're not online anywhere that I could find. You know, I didn't go in a deep dive, but trying to find them, I couldn't. And this is Clinton Township police officers going to a non-emergency call for a couple of kids walking through somebody's backyards. This is how they take care of their are issues here in Detroit area.
They didn't have much going on that day, so they sent the cavalry, 8 police cruisers in total, who scrambled to the scene, even speeding and weaving through oncoming traffic, as if they were heading to a bank robbery. Now, when Daniel...
He's on the opposite side of the highway. If you didn't notice, that's a divided highway. There's an island in the middle for 15 miles, and they were on the other side of traffic going the wrong way for a non-emergency call.
saw this, having had prior bad
going 100 miles an hour
experiences with law enforcement, he left Ryan's house and he headed towards his bus stop. But then Officer Brock said
this guy right here, I've seen him so many times in the area. I recognize him when I see him. Well, they had to blur out the dog's face. They don't want you to know what the dog looks like. Look at that.
Spotted him. He got out of his police car and he chased him down.
I'm gonna tase you. I'm gonna tase you, dude. Yeah, baby.
Woo! That right there, that woo! If you ask me, that sounded like Ric Flair, the wrestler. And they try to say that it sounds like some politician or whatnot, but I think that, my personal opinion, I think he is doing the Ric Flair. Yeah, baby! Woo! That's what he's doing. Correct me if I'm
being
wrong.
A battle cry, as if he was a Viking about to murder some monks.
No.
And actually, officers said he wasn't all that far.
He's not a Viking trying to murder some monks. He's a psychopathic cop pretending to be Ric Flair, knowing that he's going to catch the guy and he's going to put some pain on him. He's going to hurt him, like they always do.
Off. When he caught up to Daniel, he sucker punched him in the face.
In this video right here, where it looks like somebody put a blur over the video. No, this is actual camera footage from the body cam of the officer. It's this blurry all in itself. It's almost as if he put something over, some oil or something over the camera lens so it wouldn't capture shit, because cops know what the fuck they're doing. They know how to obscure shit.
Which ended up squishing Daniel's eyeball like a grape, permanently blinding him. So now I'm going to introduce you to the civil rights lawyer who represented Daniel in...
I've actually talked to John Marco about my current civil suit that I have, and he told me to send all of the stuff over to him, but I never did, because I know the guy. I don't know him personally, but I'm familiar with his cases and his work, so I didn't even bother. But he gets the job done. He's a pretty good guy, as far as an attorney. He does the right thing, but he's not going to take my case, so I didn't even bother with that
trial.
The officer took one of his hands, put it on our guy, pulled him, and then punched with his other hand.
And he's going to tell you all the juicy details. I'm sorry, did you say that you brought a grape into the courtroom?
So we got like a big juicy grape, not a small one, not like a wine grape that you see, but like one of the big juiciest grapes at Kroger.
One of the, like the cotton candy grapes, the big ones.
Boom.
For the modern woman who treasures
Oh, these goddamn commercials. I gotta get the premium account, man.
Wrap yourself.
That you said to this jury when the judge asked you.
There, I could go through this. It's kind of really no point in going through this, but I'll let you listen to it if you haven't seen it.
Stand up and begin your opening.
I didn't want to focus on him, what he did, because it was, they had a lot they wanted to victimize him. So the focus was on what the police officer did. Look, we trust and we love our police officers, but they have to follow certain rules. Those rules protect them and they protect the community. They protect all of us. And the police officer in this case, he violated the rules. He got angry and he sucker punched someone in the face when he didn't need to, and he caused catastrophic and permanent injuries to them. There was a call. It wasn't to 911. A neighbor called the non-emergency line, right? So she had to go on her phone book or website, look up, hey, what is my local police station's non-emergency number? Because she didn't want to call 911. And she called that. There was
I read the transcript from the 911, or excuse me, not 911, but this call that he's referencing right now. I read the transcript of the woman who called, the Karen, as they are. The people who see something and say, they see something, so they say something. They've been taught this bullshit. And this woman, her stupidity got some guy's eye blasted out of his head because she saw something that didn't seem right. This is what people need to, most of you need to mind your own business unless you really see something going down, and then go out and handle it yourself.
2 kids who were cutting through yards, and she's
two young kids that were wearing baseball caps.
said, I don't know what they're doing. It could be suspicious. So the response from the police, and she said, look, I want somebody to drive by and just like kind of do some like community policing, like just see what's going on.
She never said anything of the like of what this guy's saying. He's probably taking what she said at the trial. What's up, Cammed Up Caveman? He's probably referencing what she said while she was on the stand. What she said on the non-emergency call was that she can't really see him and she don't really, she doesn't really want to do anything. She just want to, give them a heads up. Kind of. I could read the transcripts to you, but I'll be here all damn night.
Right. And this lady testified in our case because she felt horrible about what happened. So the police send Clinton Township.
She should feel horrible about what happened. Her stupidity, her calling the non-emergency line about 2 young boys, which aren't the guy that got his eyeball punched out wasn't even one of the 2 young boys that were cutting through a yard. Is a totally different fucking scenario. So she should feel bad for what she did. Any of you out there that do some stupid shit and call the police on somebody and they end up dead or beat down, you need to get your ass beat down. I'm sorry, but mind your own damn business, people.
The police department sends like 8 cars. So there must have not been a lot going on that day. They sent like 8 cars or 8 officers. And we have footage right from the beginning.
You're going down the wrong side of the road. See these cars right here? They're coming at them. This island right here, you can't see it, but this is an island. This is a 3-lane road right here. This is Gratiot Avenue. And they're going the wrong fucking way on the road for a non-emergency call about a couple of young kids walking through yards.
And they're amped up and looking for a beat.
I could take you right to this spot and show you exactly where they're at. I know exactly where they're at.
Right. So they drive into oncoming traffic to chase and find our client, which was completely unnecessary and endangered people driving down the street. I mean, to have all these police cars.
This is right here. This is a side street just north of 16 Mile, which is Metropolitan Parkway that goes into the neighborhood. Over here to the left would be a shopping center with a pizza joint, a shish kebab joint, a Secretary of State that does the state licensing, a powerhouse gym, and a few other businesses.
Zipping in oncoming traffic head on, making turns for a report of some kids going.
This is after the guy who got his eyeball punched out. This is after he took off running from the guy that's driving this car right here. Said, "Hey, you come here. I want to talk to you." And he's like, "No, don't want to talk to you. I've done nothing wrong."
Going through a yard.
Okay, it's going that way?
Yep.
Okay. Since that's going northbound from Ingleside.
It doesn't matter who came up with this design.
God, I got
99% of people have never seen anything like it.
You guys
Where's
want to
your
donate some money
client when-
so I can pay for the premium? Come on, I'm e-bagging here. I'm grifting.
Officer said he first sees him.
So our client gets off a bus. He's going to a job site to do some.
Well, this is the thing. He's doing a really quick synopsis. He's not going to the job site. They got off the bus to go to this other guy's house that he was taking with him to go do a job down in Detroit. They went to this other guy named Ryan. They went to his house to grab some tools. The cops were going to look for 2 young kids that walked through the yard, seen Daniel and this other guy, Ryan, walking down the street, and assumed that they were, they're 2 grown-ass adults, were the ones that were cutting through yards. Now they want to go and harass them because they couldn't find the 2 kids.
Work, and he cuts through a yard. Okay. And
he didn't cut through no yard. I don't know why he's even saying this. It doesn't make any sense why he's saying this. He didn't cut through any fucking yard.
When the officer arrives, he sees him walking down the street. There's no sidewalks in this particular area. So you kind of have to walk on the side of the street, and he's just walking down the street, right? And the police officer tries to starts like aggressively, like, stop.
Come here.
We want to talk to you. And our guy, who's had some not so pleasant experiences with.
When you says not so pleasant experiences, he's got 3 prior resisting obstructing charges from some cities in the area. When you have a resisting and obstructing charge, that means that the cops are making shit up on you and they're fucking with you and they're harassing you and they don't really have anything. You didn't commit a crime, so they got to come up with something to charge you and arrest you. So the easiest go-to is like a disorderly person or whatnot, but they use resisting and obstructing here in the Detroit area way too fucking much. And it's their go-to excuse to fuck with you. That's what they do here in Detroit.
Police in the past who hadn't done anything.
I'm sure they do it everywhere else too.
Wrong at this point, who didn't have any illegal items on him or anything, but had some negative experiences with the police, said, I don't want to talk to you. I didn't do anything. He just got off of the bus. And so he walked away.
He didn't just get off the bus. He got off the bus, walked to Ryan's house. Ryan went in the house to get some tools. The cops were all over the fucking neighborhood. He decided to leave and walk back to the bus and say, fuck this guy. Something's going on here. I'm just going to go to the job site on my own. And then the cop said, hey, come here. And then he took off running. And then that's when you seen him running down the cops driving on the wrong side.
That's when the officers started to go on this rampage to go and try to arrest him apparently or detain him. And then he took off running at that point.
I'm gonna tase you, dude. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Tell me that's not Ric Flair style. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna tase you. Woo!
Then the defendant officer.
And what's his name?
Brocksetti.
And it's the Clinton Township Police Department?
Yeah, here in Macomb County, Michigan.
At the time that he takes off running, has any crime even been reported to the officer?
No, the only thing that was reported was there was 2 kids in the neighborhood walking through backyards. That was it. They didn't know if our guy was that guy or not. It
wasn't them. It wasn't that guy. The guy he's chasing had nothing to do with walking through backyards.
Suspected that he was one of the 2 kids that was walking through backyards.
So do you believe there was any reasonable suspicion to detain your client in the first place?
Absolutely not. I mean, there was no crime. There was no reasonable suspicion. And even if there,
so you don't have any obligation to contact or communicate with cops. You have the right to tell them, I don't have nothing to say to you. They don't have the right to fuck with you. They need to have a warrant for your arrest, or they got to have reasonable articulable suspicion. Caveman, you would know all about this, to actually even engage with you. And to take off running doesn't mean that you're guilty of anything. So they don't have the right to just chase you and go and catch you and beat you down because you might be the guy that they were looking for. No, these fucking asshole cops here in the Detroit area and all over the fucking country have nothing better to do but than to beat your ass for the shit that they think you may or may not have done.
Was reasonable suspicion. It was so minor. It wasn't, hey, somebody's breaking into houses. It wasn't, there's been burglaries in the neighborhood. It was 2 kids are walking through a backyard on a non-emergency line, right?
The thing that stood out to me with the body cam is how excited this officer was that somebody was running.
When I seen this video, I was like, holy fuck, this guy is fucking pumped up on fucking adrenaline. This dude fucking chased him going, woo! I've never heard a cop do that shit in all the videos that I've watched.
Running from him, he was celebrating as he's closing in on him.
I'm gonna tase you, dude. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Yeah, he was excited. It was like a mall cop, right? You ever see like a mall cop gone haywire? It's like they're bored at the mall. I was just at the mall with my family, right? They're like walking around. They're seeing everybody doing all this nice shopping. They don't look that happy. It's like they're like waiting for like an opportunity to like go do something. And that's exactly, this was a mall cop syndrome. All right. Not there's anything wrong with mall cops out there, but this guy was excited to be able to basically use force.
And let me tell you a little something about myself that most of you really probably have heard before. Some of you have, some of you haven't. In 1995, I was at a local watering hole with 4 of my buddies, and I got into a fight outside the bar behind the building on a different piece of property with 2 bouncers and 2 other guys who tried running me over with a fucking van. Long story short, I fucking lumped up all 4 of the motherfuckers, believe it or not. And after it was all said and done, my pager was in the grass trying to find a pager. Cop showed up, trying to tell everybody to leave. Cop ended up sucker punching me in my face. A cop named Freese, Friese. He's long retired now because this was in 95. But he sucker punched me in my face. And point is that Clinton Township has a long history of violence and assaulting and attacking people just because they get their fucking rocks off by doing it.
So excited to be able.
I should have sued his fucking ass back then, but I wasn't the suing type. I only just recently said, you know what, I'm fucking sick of these motherfuckers. I'm suing them. I could have sued them a dozen times. Cops all over the area.
Would attack our guy. It wasn't just a punch, it was a sucker punch. I think that there's a lot of meaning in that.
Yeah, Clinton Township cops like the sucker punch because that's what he did to me. Freese did that to me in 95.
Word when somebody hears that somebody gets sucker punched.
And I can read the report to you too, or actually not the report. I can read the charges.
I think the word sucker punch, it's like by surprise, kind of a cheap shot, dishonest. It has those connotations. That's what he did.
All right, I'm done. Hurry up, no. Hurry up. I'm done. Get on your stomach now. Get on your stomach. I'm gonna punch you. Get on your stomach now.
I got it at 140 right now, so it's a little faster than it should.
Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach.
He just punched him right there. Did you hear that? He just punched him right there.
Like, no! Get on your stomach, no! What the did I say? Here we go. Put your hand behind your back. Here we go. Please help me out. Please, God, help me out. Please.
And when you read the transcripts from the deposition, the cop is nothing but a fucking liar. He should be prosecuted for perjury, at minimum, let alone the assault and battery.
Please, I can't breathe.
Assault and battery with intent to commit great bodily harm is what he should have been charged with. But no, instead, what did they do? They promoted him to sergeant soon after this. That's what they do.
Please, relax. Cuff me, please. Give me a surgery, please. I'm excited.
So it looks like he's running after him, and they get to a fence, and your client's on the other side of the fence. Where, in relation to that, did the punch take place?
So our client ran over the fence. He fell down, and then the officer was in close pursuit. And then, right after that, just ran up to him, grabbed him, punched him.
Did the punch take place after the officer crosses the fence as well?
Yeah.
Because he kind of grabs him on the other side of the fence, right? And then the officer jumps over the fence, and it was then that he punched him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, this was a calculated sucker punch. I think because our Daniel was on a lower spot, right? So he's down, and he's just kind of
if you guys have ever had an experience where a cop did that to you, yeah, Lynette, where you at, kid? Come on, Lynette, where you at, man? Seriously, come on, Lynette. Get with the program, girl. Have you ever been assaulted by a police officer? Speak up. Tell me your story.
Turn to look like this. It was the worst possible angle. That's why you're not supposed to use that type of strike.
Send me an email.
You're supposed to use an open hand strike, or the legs, the ribs. No force was really necessary.
Or keep it to yourself.
Here, a guy had given up. He had said, okay. So,
Celebrate the 12 days of fitness at Planet Fitness. Join for $1 down, $15 a month. Offer ends December 19th.
BetMGM is where you leave ordinary for something a
I'm
little
Ryan,
more
making a lot of money off these commercials.
The force was just gratuitous.
2-1.
And then the officer got a little Google on his thumb. And then in the documentation, the police report, one of the pages, it said that they were going to try to get this Daniel for tearing his clothing. He had rips in the shirt pocket of his uniform and a tear in the knee of his uniform. Pretty hilarious, actually. So there's other parts of this video where he asks him about
We used it at
He was on
closing,
drugs.
cross examinations. It was just kept it up at the over. On a force, it's like almost like a baseball bat.
He asked him if he was on drugs, and he wasn't on drugs at the time. He didn't have any drugs on him, but the police department got a search warrant and got the records of his hospital visit from being punched in the eye, and got the results from the toxicology test, and he tested positive for cocaine. But Marco here says in this interview that he didn't have any drugs in his system at all, and he was clear of drugs, which I don't know why he would say that, but he's a lawyer, so what are you going to expect? But he did have cocaine in his system, and he said, what? During the deposition, because he didn't even know it, during the deposition, it was brought up, and he said, what? He acted, authentically surprised that he did, and he said, I don't know why that would be there. Maybe it was mixed with other drugs, and he said that he was doing fentanyl. He said, so it might have been in the fentanyl that he did.
You're not going to let me die.
It was one of our fears.
Anyways,
A bad juror could say, well, look, yeah, this happened to this guy, but
I don't
it
really
wouldn't happen if he didn't run.
Continue to play
but the force has
this video. There's really no point. Lynette, you don't need to keep your mouth shut. Just pay attention, okay? For the rest of you, just pay attention. It literally says up here in this video, cop cost taxpayers $4 million for blinding innocent man. Guess I need to turn my comments off so I don't see what people are saying because it's distracting. So the point is that I wanted to put together a big long video of this incident, but I couldn't get into Pacer because password bullcrap, and getting in touch with Pacer to get a reset on through my email was a pain in the ass. And so here we are. Well, like I said, I hope you're using fucking ancient Chinese laundry soap. So there's other stuff going on here in Macomb County that warrants more attention. But with me having a full-time job and a part-time job, I just don't have the time to put the content together like I would love to if I had a team of people, if I had the ability to communicate with others that, made this their career, or doesn't necessarily have to be anybody on YouTube. It could be somebody who wants to make, editing and producing videos part of their career. I could really use that help, but I'm not going to get it because it is what it is. Nobody's going to say, hey, I can help you. I can help you with, producing some videos and putting them together and doing editing. And, it's just not going to happen, because the stars aren't aligned. The stars aren't aligned, but there are other issues. For one, I'll put this one to sleep, but the story behind it, I don't necessarily want to put it to sleep. I want to share more of the people in the world where I said that people have a broken brain. Like I pulled a Tariq. I got kicked. I kicked myself. I clicked the wrong thing. And if you see here in the background, I've been working on my studio. I've been working on my studio. I got my lava lamp flowing up here. I got my folk art right up here. Let me see. I want to turn on a light and turn this light on real quick. Let y'all see what's going on behind me. See my studio. You can't see, but I got another bookcase over there with shit in it. You know, I'm trying to put it all together. It just takes time, and I don't have the time to do a lot of things. Maybe eat and sleep, take a shit, shower, come on and watch some of these goofballs online. But let me see if I can pull this up. Not kick myself off of here. All right, where's it at? There we go. Some comments up here. I'm sure people are commenting to me saying, "You're a dick, bro." There we go. No, that ain't it. That's not it. This one. Yeah, here we go. Let's pull this up. And you'll see some of the things that people are saying. You'll see what people say about. You see this? Oh, let me share it. There we go. You can see what people say about this. This is John Bryant, a Facebook post that he's done, and he's talking about it in here. Blah 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 blah. And so, if you want to go into the comment section, check all the comments. You'll see I'm in here commenting on shit to people because I don't give two fucks. And then let me see some of the. This guy, Mike Scott, he's related to Lynette. He says, now the officer is going to lose his qualified immunity. He might be collecting some more money from the officer. That would be justice, taking his assets and forcing him into bankruptcy or both. This comment right here is so ignorant. It shows me that most people out here don't have the ability or the knowledge. They shouldn't speak. They should keep their mouths just closed and not say anything because they don't know what they're talking about. First of all, the trial is already over with and he already lost qualified immunity in this particular incident. And then he says that he might be collecting some more money from the officer. That doesn't happen in any case. All law enforcement officers are indemnified. And that word defined means that their employer, the municipality, the county, the state, whoever, it's not the feds because the feds you can't sue the feds. You can't sue an FBI agent. You can't sue a marshal. You cannot sue a federal agent. It never will happen. But you will always be indemnified as an employee, law enforcement officer. It never comes out of their wallet. It never comes out of their pocket. It doesn't come out of their pension. And when I read these comments, it's really annoying and aggravating to see anybody say what they say. Like this guy, Paul Cook, says, maybe the idiot shouldn't have gotten into a fight with cops. Who's the idiot here? Is it Daniel Reef? Or is it Mike Scott who says that he shouldn't have got into a fight when he did not get into a fight with anybody? And then so Mike Scott or Paul Cook, Paul Cook says, maybe the idiot shouldn't have gotten into a fight. So when Mike Scott says Paul Cook, probably, but I don't know the whole story. Nonetheless, the court has spoken. And then this guy says, did anyone file criminal charges against the officer? If not, why not? And me being the dick that I am, you guys want to go and see me comment on shit? Go in here. You'll see me. I'm in here. I said, yeah, he was actually promoted to sergeant not long after the attack on the innocent man. There's probably more replies in here that they won't let me see. This guy, Steve Worthman, he's kind of a retard. But yeah, see, Facebook doesn't allow every comment to be seen. They hide stuff because they protect the big daddy. Because my comments are gone. I posted a pretty big comment in here, but it's gone. Whatever. Not a shock. So, but just like Lee Johnson says here, it's not illegal to run from the cops if you're innocent. And yes, it is. The crime is called eluding a police officer. James Keller. Do I know this fucking retard? Because I know a guy named James Keller. No, I don't know this retard. I know a different guy named James Keller. So he says, oh, where did it go? Damn it. Where did it go? Son of a bitch. I hate when that happens. Down here. Oh, okay. Here's one. Lee Filkins says if he hadn't gotten in trouble, he would have his eye. And I said, are you retarded, Larry? You just presume he is guilty and deserved to lose his eye? And everybody's saying shit to him. I think I said something else, but you'll probably never find it. And most relevant is selected, so some replies may have been filtered out. Why are they filtering out replies? I want to be able to see these replies if I'm looking online. So I know this is boring. You know, I'm not gossiping about another YouTuber. I'm not, playing the soap opera game. Maybe is that what you guys would like for me to do? Some of you that left, would you like to come back and have me gossip about other YouTubers? And I need to produce videos and make them about 15, 20 minutes and put them on my channel as uploads and not do a live stream. But I don't have the time because I have to go through everything and I'm not very good at keeping my mouth shut and keeping it short. If you all haven't noticed that. But there's other stuff here I wanted to show you here on Facebook. This is just John Bryant's stuff here. But there are, let me see. I'll take that off of here. And let me see if I can't find what I was looking for. I'll show you this other case. Oh, I can show you Clinton Township Police. They turned off all their ability to comment. You can't comment on all their posts for like 2 years or whatever it is. It's a long time that you can't comment. I had to scroll down a long way to find a video. Oh, see, they turned the comments off of this one. Here we go. I'll show you this. I'll show you this one. This is the Clinton Township Police here. This was the video that I could find. Well, it wasn't years. It was November earlier. So November 6th, they shared a video, and this was the first video that I could get to. And I put, nice job, Brock Setti. Costing the city $4 million. You should be in prison for what you did to Daniel Reef. I bet your children and wife are proud of you. What a pathetic bully. Nobody forced you to take the job. You can't handle your aggression. Find a new career before you cross paths with someone with more aggression than you. That would be karma, a.k.a. you reap what you sow. And to all you blue gang members who turn a blind eye, no pun intended, to these dangerous brothers in blue, shame on all of you for keeping Setti on the job in your department. That man is a detriment to you all. No better than that retired scumbag Freese, the one I just told you about who sucker punched me in my face. So yeah, I got a big mouth. I got a big mouth, and I say stuff that the government don't like. So they retaliate against me. and they bring bogus charges on me and they maliciously prosecute me and they write bogus reports and they do the shit that they do. So, yeah. Yeah, I changed the comment filter from most relevant to all comments. They still don't pop up because Facebook doesn't let comments from people like me to be seen by the public. They won't even let me see my own comments that I make. You should know this. It's on that's part of social media. That's what it was designed to do. It's designed to control the narrative. If you're over here saying stuff about them that they don't like, that comment is not going to be seen by the general public. It's going to be filtered out. So that's what they do. You should know that. Captain Caveman. So let me see, where was that other video that I wanted to share with y'all? If I can pull it up. Let me see. It's not a video, but it's an event. Let me pull up who that is. It's a couple of boneheads who come up with a plan to dupe the system. These two idiots right here. Yeah. These two idiots right here. Let me share this one. These two dum-dums right here. They decide they're going to, it's a press release from Peter J. Lucido, the guy who can't keep his hands off of the females in the office. Pete Lucido. Anyways, press release. Criminal charges filed against, I don't know what putative father is, and stand-in over alleged paternity test. This guy, Mark McCracken, brother of Phil, and Derek Harrison, buddies in crime, I guess you could say. This idiot goes to take a paternity test for this idiot, and they get arrested. Here, let's watch this.
This is the quickest way to clear out stuck poop.
Making money off of YouTube.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 2 News at 10. I'm Root Barrage. Tonight, a paternity test scheme blows up in the faces of two Macomb County men. One of them allegedly trying to skirt child support for his new baby. Let's get live to Fox News' Jessica Dupnack. She has more on how they tried to sneak out of it. Jess.
Well, one thing about the Macomb County prosecutor, Peter Lucido, is he is not messing around when it comes to holding people accountable for.
Well, he doesn't hold everybody accountable for everything. He's very selective in who he holds accountable for the truth. They like to be manipulated and weaponized in certain cases, but hey, let's hear what Jessica Dupnack's got to say.
Child support, and word must be getting around. That's likely why this next pair you're about to meet allegedly came up with this scheme that certainly did not go as planned.
You are not.
It's given.
You are not the father. The old Maury Povich fucking syndrome here.
The Maury Show, circa 1990s. The host here, though, is Macomb County prosecutor Peter Lucido. In the hot seat, alleged baby daddy Mark McCracken and his work associate Derek Harrison.
They kind of similarly look alike.
They kind of similarly look alike. Do these two dudes look alike? Dude, seriously, this guy looks like he's got some dirt kind of beard or something, like he rubbed grease on his face. I don't know what, but they do not look alike at all. Not at all.
But unfortunately,
Root Raj is a kind of an idiot. This is Peter Lucido. This is Peter J. Lucido, the crime hero of Macomb County.
Mr. McCracken's DNA is going to be way different than Mr. Harris.
Well, I'm going to tell you there, Pete Lucido, there's no way that you took anybody's DNA because that's not how it works. I've had 2 paternity tests, one in 1989 and then one in 1995 for paternity, okay? That's not how it works. So I'm going to get the paperwork on these 2 cases, and I'm going to show you guys that even this fucking guy right here is lying right now. He's trying to portray that the guy actually had his blood drawn. That's not how it works. Let's finish the report here. Let him stick his foot in his mouth, and I'll elaborate after.
The alleged 4-time felony offenders schemed to fudge a court-ordered paternity test. McCracken plays Harrison during the DNA cheek swab, and then nobody has to pay for the new baby.
It says right there, you're being recorded when you come into the office, in the prosecutor's office, but we take a picture to validate what we're doing.
Uh-oh, they missed the sign in the prosecutor's office where it says you're being recorded. Mom was...
I'm sure it's facial recognition, and she's getting ready to say something about mom. So let's hear what they're going to say about mom.
Summoned to view the DNA results that said, McCracken, you are not the father. And then she said,
that's impossible. Let me see who came in. And we showed her, and she said, that's not him.
The jig was up. So now the dynamic...
I don't know. Maybe they started doing things a little differently, but when I did it, it was baby mama, me, and the baby were all there, and we all had our blood drawn. Well, I guess apparently they're doing cheek swabs now, and you go in on your own. I don't know. But nonetheless, the fact that these idiots thought that they could get away with it is pretty fucking ridiculous. So maybe I was wrong in my assessment of the process because I'm used to the late 80s, early 90s version.
A duo charged with tampering with evidence and for being habitual offenders 4 times over.
Innocent until proven guilty, Jess, and that's the way it is in our system.
Oh, really? Innocent until proven guilty. I would beg to differ. The Macomb County Prosecutor's Office may say that, but the way that they treat somebody who's being charged isn't innocent. They are guilty until proven innocent. That's how it works. So let's hear what Jessica Dupneck's got to say about the final results here.
Yeah, and for now, McCracken and Harrison are currently lodged at the Macomb County Jail. Now, talking with Peter Lucido earlier today, he is not messing around when it comes to holding people accountable. He's actually telling me...
Let's hold the people accountable who do some really fucked up shit in Macomb County. Why can't we do that? Let's get to that. That'll soon be done.
About a guy that's $50,000 in back child support.
Oh, yeah, there's another guy who's $50,000 in back child support.
All while living in $1 million home. Reporting live, Jessica Dupneck, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, and as you say, he's not messing around. I
mean, Roop Raj. This is Roop Raj. Another Indian fucking infiltrator. Roop Raj.
This is a prosecutor who in the last few months has talked about even perhaps opening up a special...
The Indians with the dots, they're everywhere now.
Court just for child support to handle some of these cases.
And you know what, Roop? He says it's a labor of love. When he was in private practice prior to becoming the prosecutor, he dealt a lot with broken families that end up in the system. And he said,
and he continues to break the families.
You only get one childhood. Let's make it good. And that means support from both parents, whatever that looks like.
Did you guys know that the Macomb County Child Protective Services Agency was investigated and they were proven to be a very, very corrupt agency? And there's, I got the report somewhere in this computer that's, I don't know, 15, 20 pages long.
And he's certainly not stopping anytime soon to hold people accountable.
All right, Jessica Dupneck for us live. We'll see you tonight on The Edge in just a few minutes.
Do you have a car? Do you have a clean...
A couple of idiots thought that they were going to get away with I guess I need to get with the times, right? So when I did it, I went to the prosecutor's office, whatever, and I went there with the baby mama and the baby in question, and they took, our ID, and they said, "Is that her? Is that him?" And and then so they draw your blood, and they took it, and they did what they did. But see, I assumed that that's what he did, is he went and signed in, and then he was going to go there where they were all together, and she would have said, "That's not my baby daddy." But I stand corrected. So, anywho, Macomb County's got a lot of shit going on. Let me show you one more fucking case. Let me show you one more case before I bust out of here. There's a pretty crazy situation going on. Let me find the young lady. And where's it at? Let me close this. And I could scroll through my... I can find it. Give me a second. Previous notifications. Take me a minute to find it. There's... This is it. Yep, this is it. All right, so there's a case going on here in the Detroit area that happened a while back. This dude is Albanian national. He's not a United States corporation citizen. He's not a 14th Amendment citizen. He's an Albanian national who travels back and forth and here on a visa or some temporary stay. Where let me find the actual news article on that. I'll give you a little better insight. Just give me a second. And so, what's his name? There we go. Wait a second. Oh, that ain't it. Oh, Joe. Yeah. Another guy named that? Oh. There's a clown trying to kidnap a little girl. There it is. Yep. All right, that's let me get it queued up here. Spinning circle. Share this.
Child abductions that send shockwaves through Metro Detroit. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. People across...
At 6. I'm Carolyn Detroit at shockwaves through child abductions that send shockwaves through Metro Detroit. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. People across Metro Detroit are talking about this today. Police say the same man tried to kidnap a teenage girl in Clinton Township and later a 7-year-old girl in Sterling Heights. Now, in both cases, people nearby jumped into action to save the kids.
7 News Detroit reporter Darren Cunningham talked to Paul Billiter in Clinton Township, who says he was doing yard work when he saw the teen walk by and then heard screams after a car sped up near her.
I ran out there and I grabbed a hold of the guy, and he told me, he said, "Oh, I'm her father." And the guy was in his 25 to 30, and it was impossible for him to be his father. So I yanked him out and I held him there.
Tonight, 7 News Detroit reporter Kimberly Craig is on the Sterling Heights case, talking to the hero who stepped in, family members of the young girl who was nearly taken, and police about what they are uncovering in their investigation.
It was every parent's worst nightmare unfolding in the middle of the day right here at the entrance of this park in Sterling Heights. And then along came a hero.
Once he got out of the car and turned and looked at me, I just knew. I just told her to run, 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 and I'm on blades, and I just started booking it towards the car.
Alicia Swikowski was at the Clinton River Park with her 8-year-old son and 7-year-old niece when a stranger pulled up in a car between her and the kids and got out.
He went out of his car, back around, grabbed her, and then tried to get into the passenger seat, and we just met right through the middle there.
The man was trying to drive off with her niece. Alicia was hanging out of the car's window, struggling with the man, getting punched and telling her niece to run, and refusing to let him drive off with her.
Tell him to stop, and I'm telling her, go, go, open the door, get out, get out, get out, and it was just insanity.
Never experienced anything. You know, I've been volunteering for 14 years and nothing like this.
Scott Van Leuven was just heading home from work when he saw Alicia struggling with the driver, and he saw the car run over her 8-year-old son, who was also trying to stop the man.
Yeah, I just got in front of him. I literally was not even thinking about him hitting my vehicle. That was the last thing from my mind because I seen him run over the little kid.
What Alicia and the kids did not know is that Scott is a longtime volunteer with the city's Citizen Patrol.
I saw his lights that were in there, and I thought he was a cop at first. So I was just very grateful for everything that God worked wonders throughout all of this.
And then I literally pulled him out of the car and just held him against his car until police got here.
Every cop that works in this building knew if that guy got away, it was going to be horrific and terrible what happened. And thank God it stopped right there in that park.
Sterling Heights police arrived quickly to arrest the 23-year-old Shelby Township man who is expected to face charges tomorrow. And it turns out Alicia's niece was not the man's first target Tuesday.
Just 4 or 5 miles down the road, tried to abduct a 15-year-old girl in Clinton Township.
Corinne Shoulders is the mom of the young girl the man tried to kidnap.
I'm so thankful for my sister-in-law and for Scott being there. If she wasn't there, I don't think my baby would be today.
And they're just so thankful Scott was in the right place at the right time.
It's like literally an angel.
I know everybody talks about hero and stuff like that. And I don't see it that way. It's just something I'm used to doing, you know, helping people.
In Sterling Heights, Kimberly Craig.
All right, so the issue here is a little deeper than what's on the surface. The individual, I could show you, let me pull it up here, share this. Okay, so this here is a post from Pete Lucido, the guy that you've been seeing, the prosecutor. This is regarding this is a recent post here just from the other day. I should probably go back a little further, but I think this may be sufficient to explain what's going on. The guy that tried to kidnap the kids is obviously he's being prosecuted, but he was sent to the Forensic Center for Mental Health Evaluation, which there's one center here in the Detroit area where they send everybody to, and the ruling was that they're going to allow him to plead guilty to by reason of insanity. So he was going to plead guilty by reason of insanity, which would in turn put him in a mental institution for a undetermined amount of time. Could be a month, could be 2 months, could be 6 months, could be 3 years, but eventually they could let him out. And due to HIPAA laws, he wouldn't be, nobody would know what his situation is if he was out, if he was still in or whatnot, because HIPAA was going to protect him. So the mother that you've seen in the video, the blonde hair with the other young lady, her mission is to have the guy go to trial and not use the reason of insanity or by insanity plea to have him, you know, a jury convict him and to send him to prison for life, because he has a pattern of this type of stuff that you don't know about, because he keeps getting these these guilty pleas by insanity, and he keeps doing this shit over and over and over again, and enough is enough, and he needs to be prosecuted because he's not insane. You know, he claimed that he was off of his meds, his psychotropics, when he did what he did. And then, so they want to send him to a psychiatric hospital, get him back on his meds and get him normal, and then let him go. And then so he can just stop taking his meds anytime he wants and go and do the shit that he does and then claim, oh, I'm crazy, I'm insane, and I wasn't in my right mind. And then they won't prosecute him and send him to prison. They just send him to a mental institution over and over and over and over again, which is the broken system. Whether it's that way in your state and your county, I don't know, but that's what's happening here. So this mother and a whole bunch of people are joining forces, and they're demanding that the prosecutor's office not allow him to use reason of insanity to get out of doing what he's done, because he not only tried to kidnap her 7-year-old niece, but this guy ran over her 8-year-old son and then got into a fight with her, and that's the guy in the pickup truck that stopped it and put an end to it, and all these little nuances, to use a favorite word for YouTube. These parents are fighting back, and they're disputing that his diagnosis is legitimate, and so they want him reevaluated through an independent mental health care facility to find out if he is, eligible or not eligible, that he's able to stand trial for what he did, because he knows right from wrong. So this is a big case here in Macomb County right now, and prosecutors are having a hard time getting these situations under control when it comes to mental health. And they say in this press release here, I'll somewhat sum it up for you. Pete Lucido says that it says regarding the Macomb Daily newspaper article discussing the Prosecutors Association of Macomb, or excuse me, Prosecuting Attorneys Association of Michigan. It says the Michigan legislature created the Forensic Psychiatry Center of Michigan to serve as the state's primary and centralized resource for forensic mental health evaluations. Given that statutory mandate, it is difficult to understand how prosecuting attorneys would not advocate that their members rely on the evaluations performed by the center's qualified forensic psychiatrists and psychologists. Well, the problem is that everybody that they send there, they're just, it's like a blanket diagnosis for everybody. And it's almost as if they're not really even putting in the effort. And then so if the Prosecuting Attorneys Association of Michigan does not believe its members should rely on evaluation conducted by the Psychiatry Center, then Pam should explain why it has not advocated for statutory changes to reflect that position. Moreover, Pam should provide empirical support for its assertion that it is common for a prosecutor to seek an independent evaluation when the Center for Forensic Psychiatry has determined that someone is not competent to stand trial. Well, the problem here is that he is competent to stand trial. He's manipulating the system and playing them for his own gain to not be prosecuted and sent to trial and have a jury to determine. Everybody that goes through the psychiatric center is deemed not competent to stand trial. And that is the big problem here, because this guy is clearly competent. He is manipulating the system like other people do. And the parents aren't allowing it. And the neighborhoods, the consensus is that they're not accepting the determination that he is not competent. They want an independent evaluation. This report that I'm reading you right here from December 17th is in response to all of the uprising. The people are making their voices heard in this case, and the prosecutor felt necessary to address it, kind of not address it. You know what I mean? So the mom is really doing some pretty good legwork on all this. So if it is common for a prosecutor to seek an independent evaluation when the center has determined that someone is not competent to stand trial or is not criminally responsible, specifically Pam should identify how such information is tracked, as there is no formal reporting mechanism requiring prosecutors to disclose or document decisions to seek additional evaluations. So they're keeping it under wraps. And according to statistics, there were recently, within the past few, I don't know how long it was, they did a FOIA or they figured out that there were 11 individuals who were deemed not competent to stand trial, but then they somehow, some way got them to stand trial. And of those 11 people, they were all convicted of the crimes and they were sent to prison. And while they were in prison, only one of those 11 was granted some sort of appeal, but that person is still in prison on second-degree murder charges. So there's a little fanfare that's going on with this situation. So myself, I find it, pretty obvious that Macomb County, they don't have the ability, the prosecutors themselves, once they get this evaluation and the determination from the psychiatric evaluation that was conducted, they don't have the ability to dispute it legally and lawfully, because this is the state of Michigan's only center to determine whether somebody is competent or not competent to stand trial for their criminal behavior. So they got to go on what these state doctors say. And from my personal opinion, it's almost as if, and pretty certain that I'm right over the target, that they want these people to be let back out on the streets so they can continue to do what they do. If they wanted to lock these people up, they wouldn't be skating through the system and using incompetent to stand trial as a way to keep going through that revolving door. The revolving door needs to be slammed shut on these individuals that do this type of shit. Anybody who uses the system in the way that this guy is using the system to get himself out of being convicted and sent to prison for his criminal acts, this shit needs to stop. In Macomb County, the prosecutor's office, the sheriff's department, all of them, the mental health care, they all need to get their act together. Because personally, I don't believe that a prosecutor generally has the ability to recognize somebody who has mental illness. Okay? From my personal experience, they lack the ability to recognize mental deficiencies in anybody, whether it's a victim or a fucking criminal. They do not have the ability to recognize. They're not qualified or unqualified. They don't have that medical experience. They don't have the wherewithal. So we'll continue to read this post here. And, like I was just saying, because prosecutors are not mental health experts, it's unclear what would constitute good cause in these circumstances. Disagreement with the professional opinion of a trained and credentialed forensic evaluator does not, by itself, establish good cause. Allowing such a standard would undermine the very purpose for which the Forensic Psychiatry Center was created. Pete Lucido's intent is to raise these concerns with legislators, the policymakers who appropriate funding to the Forensic Psychiatric Center so that it may fulfill its statutory obligations to the courts, defendants, and the citizens of Michigan. If prosecutors do not intend to rely on the center as designed by law, then the legislator should be informed of that reality. So what's going on behind the scenes, what this post is about, is that the prosecutor's office, they didn't want an independent second evaluation to occur on this particular individual because they are satisfied with the determination that he is incompetent and not fit to stand trial. So they would accept a plea of not, or a plea of guilty, but by reason of insanity, which will then in turn have him incarcerated or in custody of the psychiatric forensic facility, whether it would be in Detroit or the one in Ypsilanti, or there's another one. So there's only, like, I believe 3 facilities in the entire state that would house this guy as in, like, you know, in custody incarceration. And then if he goes to these facilities and he manipulates the psychiatrists and he makes them believe that he's normal and he's not crazy anymore and he's regulated on his meds, then they will open the door and let this dude out who has a tendency to kidnap little children. So he can do it again. So Mr. Lucido here doesn't want to have a second evaluation because he's satisfied with the experts that are determining this guy's incompetence to stand trial. So Pete is facing scrutiny from the parents that you've seen in the video, and the public are telling these guys they need to get their heads out of their ass, and they're not accepting that this guy is not competent. They want him to be reevaluated, and they want him to stand trial and to be prosecuted and go to prison, not to a psychiatric hospital. So at that point, policymakers may reasonably consider whether Michigan should instead rely on local licensed and credentialed experts to perform these evaluations. However, if the state chooses not to use the Forensic Psychiatric Center in accordance with its statutory purpose, then the law should be amended to reflect that choice. Maintaining the center as a centralized forensics authority while permitting routine circumvention of its evaluation is neither transparent nor consistent with legislative intent. So what, old Pete Lucido here is saying is that he doesn't like the fact that they're forcing his hand because of public outcry to have a second evaluation done on this fucking lunatic who tried to kidnap 2 little kids. And God knows do what to him. We could be reporting on the deaths of 2 little children that were raped and murdered, and because Pete Lucido here thinks that, the evaluations are satisfactory. When everybody that goes to the Center for Forensic fucking Studies is deemed not competent. They rarely find anybody competent. Isn't that a little weird? You guys don't find that odd? That's not, I'm not even going to get into the story where other individual psychiatrists themselves have been in Michigan, have recently been charged with some pretty fucked up crimes. Just recently. So this is what we're dealing with here with Pete Lucido, is that he doesn't want to fucking to send people to prison. He wants that revolving door so he can have a fucking job. So the system can keep being relevant. So they can go, oh, well, we tried to stop it, but, our hands are tied. Fuck all that. And so the parents that you've seen in the video, they're pushing for the representatives and whatnot to, I'm just a lonely to get legislation to change the law, because Pete Lucido, he only goes, well, I'm dragging my feet. I don't really want to, muck up the system that we got. It's working just fine. Well, apparently it's not working just fine. So the big mouth that I am, I come in and I got to say something to Pete and get his little feathers ruffled. Hopefully he fucking read it, which I highly doubt that he did. So I said, clearly your office is not qualified or unqualified mental health experts. If your office were able to determine if an individual suffers with obvious mental deficiencies, you wouldn't maliciously prosecute true victims of that mentally disturbed individual. your office would reject any charges and voluntarily dismiss any and all wrongful charges brought upon someone who has been stalked, harassed, or bullied, possibly kidnapped for several years by the alleged victim. I should edit this and say that. Instead, Macomb County prosecutors triple down and willingly dive in headfirst and ignore any obvious evidence contradicting the claims of any alleged victim who has literally manipulated and weaponized the entire judicial system. Apparently, the desire to prosecute anyone and everyone without proper or not prosecute anyone and everyone, I should have said, without proper investigation overrides any rational thought processes. At the end of the day, the Macomb County Sheriff's Office and the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office needs to do better, be better, and remove any irrational decisions from the situations they took upon their office. Maybe that's asking too much from a group of humans hell-bent on furthering their own careers at others' expense, no matter the cost, which only burdens the taxpayers. Just my 2 cents on the many failures of the shattered justice system in the county of Macomb. And so Alicia, which is the mother that you've seen in the video, she commented underneath mine and she said, I'm extremely confused by this. A kidnapper, insane or not, should absolutely be convicted with guilty but mentally ill. It needs to be on his record, not for him, but for the community. God forbid he gets out and is able to maintain meds, meets a single mom, tries to volunteer at her school. Background check is crystal clear. A conviction is for the community, not for the individual. Crazy or not, this isn't about justice. This is about security and safety for our innocent and defenseless children. And so Jason Dacey says, yeah, Lee, that's me. At a minimum, the case should result in a guilty by reason of insanity determination, not guilty by reason of insanity. The first puts the charges on his actual record permanently, yet also can get him the proper medical care in a facility with mandatory minimum number of years in that facility. The not guilty reasonable insanity plea Andy Bala received previously from charges in 2023 resulted in the case being sealed and removed from his public record. Also resulted in him leaving the same facility that said he was insane in less than 3 days. The same facility whose opinion is being trusted again in these attempted abduction cases. That's correct. They said he was insane and couldn't be held accountable for domestic violence and felony assault. Then he was admitted to that same facility. That same facility promptly allowed him to leave and deemed him fit to return to society with a clean record in less than 3 days, only to now once again claim he is insane. And the Macomb County prosecutor doesn't seem to find any of this unacceptable. What do you guys think about that? Do you kind of get the picture now? What do you guys think about the Macomb County Prosecutor's Office in the state of Michigan allowing this fucking guy to manipulate the system and go to a mental health facility for punishment only to be released days later? So he can then again assault and attempt to kidnap, and God knows what he was going to do after he kidnapped a 7-year-old little girl. What do you guys think that Pete Lucido should fucking do to mentally deranged individuals that fucking manipulate the court system? What do you think that Pete Lucido should do? Personally, I think he should fucking resign. He's not fit for office. And half of the fucking prosecutors, the assistant prosecutors, need to hit the fucking streets too. That's my personal opinion. What do you guys think? Speak up. You're watching this. Anybody's allowed to comment. What say you, viewers? This might not be your neck of the woods, but I can guarantee you, you have similar situations going on in your neck of the woods, just like is happening here right now with this fucking prosecutor, with this guy who doesn't give a fuck about keeping you safe. But every post that you find that this guy has on his fucking county Facebook page talks about accountability and keeping people safe and doing the right thing under the statutory laws and blah, fucking blah, fucking blah. What do you think about it, guys? Anybody got an opinion on what Mr. Prosecutor Lucido should fucking do? What do you guys think should happen? Should Pete Lucido fucking resign in disgrace? And fuck, probably all of the assistant prosecutors should resign in disgrace. And let's fix the shattered system that this fucking guy continues to fucking stomp all over to pieces and make them even more fucking fragile, more pieces. You take 1 million pieces and you jump up and down on them like this fucking guy does, and you make 1 million in 2 pieces. So what do you guys think that Pete fucking Lucido should do? I think he should fucking resign. No, fuck him and his pension. He ain't getting no fucking pension. So what do you guys think about the loser using and weaponizing the system to his advantage so he could continue to fucking ruin people's fucking lives? Seems to be a lot of that going on in this world today. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink. What do you guys think? What do you think Pete Lucido should do? Let's hear your opinion. Do you think Pete Lucido, the Macomb County prosecutor, should retire or resign or turn in his fucking county fucking law enforcement head honcho badge? I think he should turn it in. He's not fit for fucking duty. He's not doing what's right for the people. He's hiding behind legislation. You know what's funny is that they sure don't have a problem in the counties going to legislation to get them to create new laws when it protects them from civil liability, from hundreds of thousands of people suing the corrupt county when they maliciously and unlawfully and wrongfully convicted hundreds of thousands of people in the 90s. They literally went to the legislator, because this guy right here started a thing called the Conviction Integrity Unit in Macomb County. And I bet you if I did a FOIA request and then I said, I want to know how many people have you reopened their case and you've exonerated them through the Conviction Integrity Unit, I bet you it would be a handful. Because you have to jump through a bunch of fucking hoops to be eligible for it. So here in Michigan, if you have your wrongful conviction overturned, the state of Michigan is on the hook for at minimum $50,000 a year for each year you were incarcerated. So do a little bit of math in your head and imagine if they sent 500,000 fucking men to prison and on average 5 years, probably more, 5 years, do the math. 500,000 men, 5 years apiece. Do the math. And at minimum, $50,000 for each of those men are owed by the state of Michigan for fucking them over and destroying their lives, knowing that they did that. So now imagine if those men decided, fuck you, I'm not satisfied with $50,000 a year because what you did was fucking illegal and unlawful and you committed fraud and you should all be held accountable, and they all file civil fucking lawsuits against the county, and those 500,000 men with 5 years apiece all get $4 million like the guy who got his eyeball punched out. Now do the math on 500,000 people with $4 million apiece. Do the math on that. So this guy right here, Pete Lucido, and the other fucking county fucktards that are out here, like Kim Worthy, the bitch who allowed my brother's murderer to walk free to protect themselves, the county, from civil liability. Kind of like what Oakland County is doing right now, how they well, it's every county. They racketeered me and they gave me Solomon Idamusaro to fucking railroad me so they could get a conviction on me so they would absolve themselves from civil liability for what they did to me. See, this is what they do. This is the kind of shit that this guy right here does, is that they're criminals hiding behind absolute immunity. Oh, we can't be prosecuted for what we're doing. Right, Pete? Can't be prosecuted for your own crimes, can you, Pete? So when they go and they convince legislators to pass a law, not for what I'm talking about here with this ND Bali guy who's kidnapping children over and over again. I'm talking about how the government is protecting themselves from civil liability. I'm going off on a tangent here. I digress, but they go and get the legislation to pass a law statewide for every county called the Clean Slate Law. That Clean Slate Law takes anybody who's had convictions, no matter whether you're guilty or you're not guilty, anybody with a conviction in a certain category, certain criteria, only very few convictions can't benefit from the Clean Slate Law. So they passed this law, and next thing you know, you go look your record up, and you're like, "Oh, I don't have a felony no more. Oh, them motherfuckers railroaded me, but my felony's gone. Oh, I'm so happy. Now I can get a fucking job somewhere, or maybe I could rent an apartment, or maybe I could get approved to live in a trailer fucking park because I don't have a felony on my record no more." But most people are just happy and satisfied that their record is clean. And they don't even think about suing these fucking assholes for ruining their life and railroading them to protect themselves from civil liability. Because when a cop, like Daniel Reef, who got punched in the fucking eye and he lost his eye, the dummy fucking pled no contest to attempted resisting, obstructing, or whatever it was. But he was still able to sue. Somehow, some way, he got past that. But that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is that if you have a guilty plea, because clowns like this guy and his little fucking minions tell you, if you don't plead guilty, we're going to take you to trial. And when you're found guilty, we're going to throw the book at you and we're going to give you 100 years in prison. So they scare the fuck out of everybody. And everybody's like, holy fuck, oh my God, I can't go to prison for 100 years. I guess I'll take 5 years. So then when they get out, they're like, you know what? Years later, they can't get a job. They can't do this. They can't do that. They can't get their firearms rights back. All this shit. Because of these criminals. These fucking prosecuting criminals. And then so the prosecuting criminals need to cover their ass. So they start sucking the balls of the fucking representatives and the legislators, getting them to pass fucking laws to benefit themselves. It's not really to benefit the society that they fucked over back in the 90s. It's to protect themselves. It's called racketeering. If they do something, these guys, the government, or any corporation, because they're a corporation, when a corporation, a business, because they're a business, when they do something to protect themselves and shield themselves or absolve themselves from civil liability, that's called racketeering. And whether you guys know it out there or not, I've been saying this for years. And that's why this fucking clown right here and his little minions are trying to fuck me over today. Because I have the dirt on them. Not just in Macomb County, but in Oakland County and in Wayne County. I have proof that 3 fucking counties are involved in racketeering. Racketeering is simply proven by 2 acts. I'm sure that I can find 2 individuals who were railroaded after they were unlawfully arrested, after their rights were violated, and they were convinced to either plead guilty or they're going to prison for a long time. These fucking assholes, these prosecutors, these entrusted fucking servants of the people, fuck everybody over to protect their careers. So they could be promoted to sergeant after they'd punch a fucking eyeball out of an innocent guy. So they can become prosecutor after fucking people over and getting them convicted as you're defending them for thousands and thousands of dollars, and you don't do your fucking job, and you go, oh, there's nothing I can do. You better plead guilty to this real good deal. Because they're all in fucking cahoots together. And I'm not going to ever shut the fuck up. Whether the Justice Department or the U.S. Attorney's Office or the Michigan Attorney, well, the Michigan Attorney General can't do nothing about it. The state's attorney generals in your state can't do nothing about it because then they'd be ratting on themselves. So you really got to rely on the feds. And the feds don't give a fuck because they're all in cahoots together. So all I can ever do is just fucking run my mouth about it. Maybe one day a U.S. attorney will take fucking notice and they'll listen. And they'll go, huh, that Bad Apple Media guy, he's got a point. Let's dig into Oakland County. Let's dig into Macomb County. Let's dig into Wayne County and the rest of them. And let's fucking go and throw these motherfuckers under the bus. Yeah, Pete Lucido, you fucking criminal. You're all criminals. If a man, how's the old saying go? If you've watched Brian High Impact Flicks, what's the old saying go? Absolute power breeds corruption. Corruption breeds. If another human being seeks authority over another human being, they got something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them. I don't give a fuck who it is. They all got something wrong with them. If they're seeking authority and control over another fucking man, something wrong with them. I don't even want to be somebody's boss at my fucking job. You should be able to handle your own fucking business and say, this is your fucking job. This is what you do. I don't need to come and fucking kick you in your ass to get you to do it. If you don't do it, you're fucking gone. End the conversation. If you do it wrong, you fuck something up, man up and confess. Hey, I fucked up. Not like these guys. They don't ever fucking admit that they fuck up. You know the guy who got his eyeball punched out? Not one time in any of the documentation, nowhere did the fucking dickhead Brocksetti, the bully-ass psychopathic cop, woo! I'm gonna change you. Not one time did that motherfucker ever admit that he did anything wrong. Not one time has his superiors admitted that he's done anything wrong. In fact, what they've tried to do throughout the entire trial was shame the victim for him doing something to get punched in the eye. This is what these scumbags fucking do. And you guys continue to vote for these fucking scumbags. You want these people to control your fucking life because you can't control your own life. I'm not talking to anybody in particular. I'm talking to society. You guys vote for assholes like this because you can't manage your own fucking lives and behave like decent human fucking beings with a moral compass that ain't fucking spinning in a million different directions. So yeah, how do you like me now, Pete Lucido? Fucking resign, you fucking asshole. You gap-toothed fucktard. Yeah, come and see me. Sure, come and see me. Call my office and we can have a conversation. Yeah. Maybe you should learn to keep your fucking grubby little paws off of fucking women, Pete Lucido. You fucking pervert motherfucker. Yeah, Pete Lucido was accused of inappropriately touching, Googling, and fondling fucking female employees in the prosecutor's office. Look it up. When he first got into office, he's like, oh, here, oh, hey, well, you need a massage, baby. Let me massage you. Don't you think I'm fucking powerful and you want to fuck me because I'm Pete Lucido? That's what he did. They all do it. The Macomb County Sheriff back in the day, Hackle. Mark Hackle was charged with rape. And then you fucking retards out here who vote, you voted in his fucking kid. His kid hackle. You vote. You guys keep voting. Are you guys voting them in, or are they just cheating and claiming they're being voted in because they're all criminals? This the mafioso syndication of the fucking political spectrum. They're all fucking criminals, and they prosecute you and claim that you're a criminal. Ain't that funny how that works? It's that confession through projection shit. Yeah. You're absolutely right on that. There's corruption in every state. It's not just every state. See, I've said that I was going to do this before, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start focusing my attention on this fucking guy right here and his lame ass posts where he's, well, look at this guy. He's facing this charge. He's facing that charge. And I'm going to point out, like recently, he posted something earlier because he likes to share people's fucking faces. He likes to share people's fucking issues. He exploits other people that he's prosecuting. And so there's a guy who was charged with unsafe storage of firearms in his house. I could show you the fucking thing. But what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start sharing these individual posts that this fucking guy right here puts on the Facebook page, and I'm going to break it down. And when there's a crime that either has a victim or it doesn't have a victim, I'm going to point out how those crimes affect the citizen, the United States corporate citizen through the 14th Amendment versus the citizen who is a state national, how there's that distinguishing difference between you're subject to the rules that men make because you agree to having privileges and protections. And then there's the rules that God make, which are the 10 Commandments. And if you say, I don't want to be a citizen in your 14th Amendment statutorial bullshit realm anymore, I'm taking back my God-given natural rights, there's no victim, there's no fucking crime. And so I'm going to start focusing on this fucking guy and people like him who run their fucking mouths on social media and want to act like a fucking hero in your local town. He's no fucking hero. He's not a fucking hero. And any of you people out here who are in the comment section of his shit going, great job, Pete Lucido, you're part of the fucking problem, man. Because you're encouraging this fucking clown to do the shit that he does. The fuck, man? These guys are nothing but criminals hiding behind the pretense of being fucking government. It's a de facto system that you guys are all voting for. It's de facto. We need to get to the de jure governance. See the difference? De facto government and de jure governance? Big difference. And the problem is that most of you people out there in society, you don't have the moral fucking high ground to do the right thing. You don't know right from wrong. Well, you do, but you cross over that line hoping that you don't get caught, which you create a fucked up, shitty society because you're not capable enough to say, you know what? I can't do that. I need to behave properly because God Almighty told me I shouldn't bear false witness on somebody, or I shouldn't steal somebody's fucking property, or I shouldn't fuck my neighbor's wife. Maybe you guys need to get back to your fucking God-given roots and understand that your behavior is the problem, not law versus no law. It's God's law versus man's law. You say, well, I don't need to follow God's law because God don't exist. I'm going to follow man's law or not because I got to get caught first. Maybe you should learn how to fucking behave. Maybe you should learn how to behave. You ever think of that? You ever think that behaving properly would get you somewhere a little different than where you're at? No, I know. Most of you people don't understand what I'm saying right now. You think, you're an asshole. I don't need you to preach to me. Well, I'm not preaching to you. I'm just stating facts. Just the facts, man. Just the facts. So, I digress. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start paying attention to you, Pete Lucido. I'm going to start making I'm going to start a whole new Facebook page because my channel, I can't get the name to change. It just will not change my name to what it should be, Bad Apple Media. It's stuck on Rotten Apple News. So I'm going to start a whole new fucking Facebook page. And I'm going to start posting like a motherfucker on there. And then I'm going to start taking all of the Facebook pages like Macomb County Scanner and Warren News and whatever the Facebook pages are where hundreds of people go in and comment. I'm gonna get those people to come into my shit. And I'm gonna start teaching them a little bit here, a little bit there about sovereignty. And if I can get one person or two people to listen, to understand exactly what's going on, then that's what I'm going to do. Because I know that you people out here in YouTube land, all you want to do is talk about your fellow YouTubers and talk about how this one's grifting and this one is not good and this one. You all suck. All you fucking people out here in the panel curse, you all suck. You don't have any good content. You know, if you didn't have somebody else to talk about, another YouTuber, then you wouldn't have no content. Now, would you? No, you wouldn't. You're boring. You don't have a personality. You sit there and you talk like this, and this is all how you talk, and you're like, oh, you're mundane. You're snooze fest. This is what you guys are. But hey, you guys love those guys. Is it legitimate you love them, or is it all part of the echo chamber? I think it's part of the echo chamber that you're all within. I could have a bigger channel if I was to stay on the internet all day long. If I was here every day. Go fuck yourself, Murphy. Go watch fucking Landry, you fucking bitch. The fuck out of here. Guys like Murphy. He craves the drama. He can't take the fact that. But Moose would tell you that he's the greatest thing since sliced bread on the internet. But Murphy would be like, yeah, Moose, you're the greatest thing since sliced bread on the internet. Yeah, you're a great entertainer. Go fuck yourself, Murphy. Fucking loser. Been in here stalking and lurking for fucking an hour and 57 minutes, and he finally fucking run his mouth. Hey, guess what, Murph? Bye. Bye, Murphy. Your presence is no longer welcome here. If you want to come back and be a part of my channel, then you can say something to me in another chat somewhere, and you can apologize to me, and then I'll unblock you. Until then, go fuck yourself. How's that, Murphy? See what I mean, guys? Murphy. He wants to suck the dick of the shitty YouTubers and come over and mock me. That's what Murphy does. That's what you YouTubers who are caught up in the panel curse, that's what you do. Hi, Murphy. Too bad you can't comment no more. You just get to watch. Yeah. Your YouTube heroes suck, Murphy. Just like you, Murphy. Yeah, they can. They can too. I'm blocking him through StreamYards. When I go on my shit on here and I'm in OTWs, not that I go and watch those guys. I only, every now and again, somebody texts me and goes, hey, OTW's this or Landry's that or fucking whatever this, and then I go and watch or it pops up on my feed and I'm like, what are these retards saying today? Or Landry puts my face on a video and I'm like, really? And he writes some fucking stupid song on AI about me. Whatever. No. No, I blocked you on YouTube. I blocked you on YouTube, Jethro. So, but anyways, Austin Murphy, if you want to come back, you're going to have to send me an email at badapplemedia@yahoo.com and apologize to me, and I'll unblock you. Until then, go fuck yourself. You can go hang out with Moose and Landry and OTW and Powder Dusty and fucking the rest of the fucking retards out there. Go hang out with them. Because you're a retard. Go hang out with the retards. You want to fucking pay attention to the reality of the world and what's going on? No, because Murphy, pretend there's alcohol in here. Oh, I'm in rehab. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck about those guys. As I was saying, they mock me and go, oh, you got no viewers. Well, if I spent my entire day night going all over the internet and showing my face all over the Raging Tomato and Rob Noor and Andrew Wilson and this channel and that channel and that channel and this channel and all these channels and I just kept forcing myself into their life, into their channel. I'd probably have more people watching my shit too. But see, I very rarely even come on here anymore because of people like fucking Murphy. Because of fucking retards like Murphy. It's not because of them coming in here. It's because they're all over the internet. They're everywhere. I am the most hated man on the internet in 6 different genres. Why is that? Oh, I love Paul and Slade. He's so honest. Oh, I love that jackass fucking zebra. He's so this that. Oh, I love that guy. He's throwing it. I'm the most brutally honest guy there is out here, but you guys only lurk me. You don't come in here and chat. I could have panels. I could have fucking a panel with 4 or 5 people over here and have fucking amazing conversations about what you just witnessed. But they won't do it because I am not part of the echo chamber. I am not part of their little fucking program to where they think that I'm not aware of what they're doing. If they're not doing it specifically with purpose, they're doing it collectively without knowing it, which is even worse. They are trying to modify behaviors. They want me to reflect on the things that I said. We don't care what other people did to you. What we're going to talk about is what you said. You shouldn't say those things, and maybe you wouldn't be in the situation you're in. But don't work with me. Your little psychological fucking games don't work with me. You will never get me to conform to what you want me to be on here. No matter how much you fucking try. Won't happen. Never, ever will it happen. I know you are, Jethro. I know you are. Do you ever see me in Bow's shit? Do you ever see me over Smurf Watch Transparency? I don't even go and watch fucking Direct Dookie anymore, as you guys call him. He's now fucking running his fucking channel like I was doing for fucking years. James Freeman is a fucking government plant. He's trying to destroy the free speech of all of you. Oh, he's trying to deceive you. I've been saying that for a long time now. And when I was doing it, Direct Dookie was telling me, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You're an idiot. Now, Direct Dookie, that's what he does. Right? Right. But Direct Dookie is just like them. He is part of them. He will sit there and tell you to not behave a certain way. Direct Dookie is trying to get you to modify your behavior online. He is part of the program. If you guys don't see it, I can't help you. I see it. I see through all you fuckers. I'm not talking about the fucking normal chats. I'm talking about the real humans. I'm talking about these fucking assholes that they don't have 300,000 subscribers. They don't have 500,000 subscribers. Here's for an example. Lackluster, Dale Hiller. His 1 million subscribers special, where he's going live to thank everybody for his 1 million subscribers. He promoted it for at least a week, maybe a little less, but at least a week. He didn't, I got it screen recorded. I could go and fucking watch it. But from my memory, he had 3,000 people watching his live stream. You don't have 1 million fucking subscribers. Because I can show you channels with 1 million subscribers, and if they go fucking live, holy fuck. It would break the fucking internet. It would break YouTube. I can show you channels right now. Maybe they're not live right now, but I can show you channels that when I was doing my research and I'm like, oh, look at this, look, that channel this, that channel that. A channel with not even 50,000 subscribers was going live. There was 6, 7, 8,000 people in the fucking stream. And the fucking, the chat was going, zzz. If you got 1 million fucking subscribers and you give your viewers a heads up for at least 4, 5, 6 days, let's benefit of the doubt. 5-day notice, and you can't muster up more than 3,000 subscribers to watch your live stream, your numbers are inflated by YouTube. If you have, like Direct Dookie, if you got 27,000 subscribers on your alternate channel, and you can barely get 150 people watching it when I was paying attention to his shit, and statistically speaking, my 2,500 subscriber channel was getting more views than him and more live viewers than him. Statistically speaking, if you break down the ratios, my channel was getting more than Direct Dookie. And I was telling him that his channel numbers are inflated, and he was pissed, going, you don't know what you're talking about. People get new phones and they just don't get there's reasons why I don't. No, it's because you are a plant. And if you're not a knowing plant, you're doing what they want you to do as other plants do. So they have you in that same category. So they inflate your numbers to make you look popular. So people will come over there so they can tag, track, and trace anybody who opposes the New World Order minus Hulk Hogan. You guys don't know it. I've been following you fucking YouTubers and you social media influencers on multiple platforms for over 10, 11 years. There's not much that you fucktards can get by on me. I see through you, which could be a reason why I'm a target by you guys. That's why you won't talk to me. That's why you won't pay attention to me. And when I talk to you off the air about certain things that are going on, you guys don't want to talk about it on the air, and you don't want to talk about it off the air. That sends up a fucking huge red flag to me that you're all in cahoots. You have to be, because why wouldn't you want to discuss certain topics off the air? I can see why you wouldn't want to do it on the air, but you don't want to talk about certain topics off the air. Jack Talcott got mad and hung up on me. Didn't you, Jackie boy? And then after he goes, you want to hear the voicemail? I won't share our conversations, but here, let me share what he said to me. Where's it at? Here it is. This was after Jack Talcott hung up on me. And then he texted me back and then wanted me to call him back. Fuck you. Wait, let me rewind it. Oh, hold on. Let me rewind it.
Hey, Lee. Sorry, I wasn't more patient or caring about what you were sharing. But we are where we are.
Oh yeah, we are where we are.
Just so you are more aware of where I am coming from.
It's all about Jackie boy.
With you.
It's all about Jack. It's all about Jackie boy. It's all about Jackie boy. Ain't it? All about Jackie boy. It's all about Jackie boy. Yeah, Jackie boy. It's all about Jackie boy. It's all about Paulie boy. It's all about OTW boy. It's all about Dusty boy. It's all about Landry boy. Yeah, nobody wants to talk about my situation. Nope. 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 Nobody wants to talk about me. I'll talk about me. Let's talk about me. I'll talk about me. Yeah. Nobody wants to fucking have a normal conversation off the air. The only people that I can have a normal conversation with off the air is, I'm not going to mention your names, but you know who you are. Some of you go out of your way to avoid the reality of the panel curse and the players that are on here. I had a conversation with Paulie, and he thinks you're all a bunch of fucking phonies himself. I'm not speaking for him, but he hasn't been around. He claims his medical health is, I personally think it's a little deeper than that, but just, that's my opinion. There's so many of you who are not who you say you are when you're on here. You're all a bunch of fucking phony ass motherfuckers. And I can see through you. And that's why you won't communicate with me. That's why you won't come on here. That's why you won't do anything. I tried to go on Landry. There's a video Landry did yesterday. I was just watching again. I thought it was a new video. I didn't know it was the one that I was on. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's the one that I was on. Landry. They were talking about all kinds of shit that I would love to talk about, but they won't talk about it with me in private because I can't talk about it on here right now. There's some things right now that I'm not allowed to talk about by court order on here, if you get what I mean. I've been silenced. My free speech has been silenced. But that's okay. I'm not sweating it. But having Jack go, I'm sorry for not being more understanding. You seem like a really good guy. Really, Jack? I seem like a really good guy. Thanks for all you do for me, Jack. Thanks for all the assistance that you help me with, Jack. You tell me in a live stream, if you ever need me, just call me and we can have that conversation, Bad Apple Media. I'll be here for you. Peace, love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Yeah. 7-Eleven. Go and get your big gulp today. Yeah. How about you, Landry? I know you're stalking me in here. How about you, Landry? I know you're in here stalking me. I know you. Aren't you, Landry? You need me to put the link up so you can put up a fake screen name and then you can mock me and go, I was up in there and he didn't want to talk to me. But you didn't admit that you were in my fucking chat with a fake ass screen name, putting cock pictures on your avatar and thinking that I was going to let you come up on my fucking stream. Oh, right. You forgot that part. It's convenient how a lot of you fucktards on the internet forget to tell the whole story. It's only to be expected from you fucking cowards. You don't want to have conversations. You want to loop. You want a loopy-loop. Loopy-loop. loopy-loos. That's what you are. You're loopy-loos. How you like my lava lamp? How you like my lava lamp? Do you like it? Ah, it's hot. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, how you like my lava lamp? Do you like it? Maybe I'll get more of them and I'll put them all in my background. I'll put them all over the room. I'll have lava lamps everywhere. Yeah, I shouldn't even have came live because there's really no point. Most people, they just looking for the drama. They're looking for the loop. They're looking for the soap opera. They're looking for that shit. Oh, well, I stole your lava lamp and I changed the water. The color was blue. I changed it to red because I knew that you would know it was yours if I didn't change the blue to red. Yeah, I did that. So anybody got anything to say? No? Of course not. Of course you don't. They used lava lamps as random generators for encryption. Oh, really? Wow, that's pretty fucking cool, man. Yeah. What are you guys doing for the holiday? What are you doing for Christmas? You guys celebrating with family and friends? What are you doing? What are you doing? I got to go pay a few things tomorrow. Boy, I sure wish that. Do you guys see this stuff? This was all from YouTube. These were from donations. I'll go buy me a snowblower tomorrow. I can get my dog's teeth fucking removed. I can buy me a scooter. I can buy me a scooter. I had to go to the bank and take money out of the bank. I go meet somebody and pay for something. None of your business. Could it be a snowblower? Maybe it's a dentist. I'm taking a tooth out tomorrow. Sitting home alone? Well, that's not cool. I'm going on a mini vacation. I'm going to leave the state of Michigan. That's right. Fuck that order. Go where I fucking want. Nobody can tell me where when I go somewhere. I'll go where the fuck I please. I'm going to go somewhere nice and warm. 84, 85, I don't know, somewhere in mid 80s. Somewhere warm. Fuck the snow and the cold. That's right. And I'm not going to have flock cameras know where I'm at because I won't be in my vehicle. Flock cameras can go flock themselves. I'm going to be with the ones that I love. Benjamins, baby. That's who I'll be with. Who's stalking me? I know there's one particular person who's stalking me. That's for you. Who could that be? I know who that'd be. Well, there's probably a couple people stalking me. 3 or 4, maybe 5. I don't know. Could be more. And here's a little for every one of you. How's that? Oh, you know what's real funny? How is it that me, the new guy on the block, so to speak, why do I get blocked by Snowfire? I'm blocked by Snowfire and Venus. Good Lord. If you took the littlest things, well, not the littlest, if you took everything that I said to either Snow or Venus and put it in a box, so to speak, you wouldn't even know there was anything in it. If you took things that other people have said on a regular basis for how many fucking years and had a box, you would need a really, 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 really big box. I don't even know if you could find a box big enough. And that box would be overflowing with the shit that you people have said and done to Snow with Venus. I'm just kind of making a point here. I don't really fucking care, but I'm making a point here. But I'm the one that's blocked. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I actually texted Snow the other day, and I said something to the effect of, "Oh, really? You got me blocked, and I've really, in the grand scheme of things, I haven't really done anything to you compared to what other people have done to you, but you got me blocked, and you still communicate with those other people that run their mouth about you every fucking day, giving you shit on a regular, consistent basis." And the response, you want the response? I'll give you the response. I'll even read the whole text to you. Here, let me pull it up. Let me go back down here. Where's it at? There it is. I said, where's that? So, where does it start? There it is. So I was on a channel and I hear people going, "Hey, Snow, Snow, Snow," and I'm like, why can't I see her? so she's got me blocked. So I text her and I said, "Pretty comical you have me blocked. I really don't give a fuck, but I definitely find it very revealing about who you people really are." And then she responded and said, "I particularly don't want to be involved in all the drama. I have a real life also. I go on the internet to have fun. I have all those weirdos like Tardick, Rat Blood, Venus, and all those other people that slander me, lie on my name, blocked. You don't have Tardick blocked. I don't want nothing to do with them, and nobody has my back. Neither. So it's made it a little bit harder for me, but I'm glad they're finally all starting to lay off of me. It's annoying. The truth always reveals itself." I think that's the truth. "Around this part of the internet. So I think they can't lie on me anymore because they look absolutely ridiculous at that point." I think that's what that means, ATP. "Clout chasing slander freaks is what they all are. I just don't want to be involved with any of them, and I'm sick of having to go around defending myself. It gets too annoying. It's nothing personal. I just prefer not to deal with that. I hope you're having a happy holiday. Mine's been hella stressful. It's exhausting. Ready for all be over with." She really addressed why she's got me blocked. Hi, Snow. And I gave her a big capital LOL. I said, "You funny as fuck. You don't have any of them blocked but me. Venus too." I said, "I ain't done a drop in the ocean compared to what all them did to you two. Whatever. Funny you came and started shit with me the second you had a chance on Powdered Dusty. You couldn't wait like a rabid dog waiting to attack. I see through you, Sherelle. And that is what has me blocked. LOL." Then she calls me Leroy. And she doesn't even spell it properly. Leroy, I have no... You're not my friend, Sherelle, so don't call me Leroy. That's reserved for my friends, my close friends, and my family. I have no reason to lie to you. Have a great day. I hate drama. There's no big grand conspiracy behind me. Who said anything about a conspiracy being behind you? Guilty conscience eating you alive there, she-rail? And I said to her, LOL, the fact you spell my name like that, you do, well, my name like you do is very silly. You love the drama, Sherelle. In fact, you crave it. It's as obvious as the most of your face, kid, or the nose on your face, kid. It's all good. Be who you are. Just try to be a better version of you. You ain't fooling me none. None. I mentioned you having me blocked, and you went on a tangent about how everyone has done you wrong. None of the names you mentioned are blocked. It's as easy to read. LOL. It's so easy to read your psyche. Oh, did I violate our private trust? Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I know what did it. When she was trying to get on my stream and I threw her backstage and I kicked her off, and she didn't like that because most men go, oh, Sherelle, you're so hot. You're so beautiful. Oh, I want you in my chat. I want you to be here. I don't give a fuck. Oh, same thing with other people. They never show up. I see them everywhere else on the channels that fucking people harass them at. They don't get harassed over here. They don't show up over here. It's kind of funny how that works. What time is it? Well, I got to go to bed, but I got to go to bed. So I've done enough ranting for the last half hour after my real lame stream was over. So how did you guys like my stream? Was it boring? Was it non-tent? Was it non-tent? Was it non-tent, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, I could what? I could record this? Really? Oh, I could record this. There's a little button over here that says recording. I don't know what that's for. If I click it, what would happen? Click it's and levits. People, style, media, banner. See, no, I gotta become a cool streamer, and I gotta have like a light bar that goes like constantly, like distracting your eyeballs, and then have swirls of black and white stripes behind me, or whatever. Have like a constant video playing behind me, like in loop mode. When you loop, you got to loop, and or like a banner scrolling like constantly asking for money for my dog or for a snowblower or for an electric scooter or just to donate because I'm a cool streamer and you want to be here and be part of my club, so you got to pay me. I should do that. I'm missing that. Am I what? What are you fucking linking there, Jethro? What are you putting in there? Oh, I always need shekels, man. I'm shekel fucking deprived. All these shekels, those aren't my shekels. I got to take these shekels and give them to somebody else. I need more shekels. Shekels. I need shekels for a snowblower. I'm tired of using that square thing on a handle and scrape and scrape and scrape. I'm tired of it. What are you trying to set me up with, Jethro? Well, this isn't Bow's channel. We don't share videos like that. Christmas video. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I can't pull it up. I can't pull it up. Sorry, man. I'd have to type it in, see what it is, then give you shit for putting it in my chat. Let's search Christmas video. I don't believe you. Videos start out with a fucking slash. I don't believe you. Oh, God damn it, Lynn. I was only fucking joking. Fucking $10 in shekels. Gonna take a lot more shekels than that to get me a snowblower, you know. Come on, Jethro. You want me to play the video? Shekel me, baby. Oh, what the hell? Thanks, Lynette. You don't need to shekel me. Shekel me, silly. I will look at what this video is on my phone before I pull it up on my shit. Because I just don't trust you. I don't trust you. You're the only one that ever donates, Lynette. Very rarely does anybody donate to the shekel cause. And I don't even want you to do it, but you do it. It keeps moving. What the hell is that? What is that between the Z and the S? A hyphen? A hyphen? No. An asterisk? No. What is that? What is that between the LANZ hyphen, an asterisk, between the LANZ and the SYC? What is that? A hyphen? I'm going to call it a hyphen. Q. It's probably not a hyphen. Shouldn't be doing this. It's probably not going to pull up. Nope. That's not what I meant. Maybe it's not a hyphen. Oh, $2 by the old Jethro. It's a dash or a minus. That's what I did. India makes your Danish butter cookies, and it's not hygienic. It's not coming up. Thanks for the $2, Jethro. It's not coming up. I know I spelt it all right. You'll have to send it to me in on Facebook, Lynette Messenger, because it's not coming up. It's not coming up. Nothing coming up. I don't know about nobody making no cookies. I tell you. Is it last TV? See. C. Q5. Oh, maybe I put the 5 an S instead of 5. No, that's an S. No, is that a 5? Let's see. Same thing, nothing. All right, well, Lynette sent it to me. Let's see. What the fuck are you trying to send me making butter cookies? What the fuck is this? Oh. Oh. Well, I don't. Good thing I don't eat them fucking things. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can pull it up. I told you I'd play it because you shackled me up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Go on here. Go on here. All right. Okay, I got it. I got it. Let's see. I guess they do. I'll share this to my Facebook page if it's any good. All right, expose. India's making Danish cookies. That's something. Okay. Go here and here. All right, here. You happy now, buddy? Here. Not in Maryland.
Do you know those classic tin butter cookies everyone buys around Christmas? Well, a viral TikTok just revealed that many of them aren't Danish at all. They actually made in India. And the hygiene conditions shocked everyone. Let's watch.
It's funny that I said that all these fucktards from India are running around this country, and you fucking Indian fucktards. Ding, 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 ding. All right, good video.
Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you home. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with a Joe.
Puedes ir por las tuyas a tu tienda favorita, Ross, Burlington, Target, Safeway, entre otras.
And comfy and cozy are we. We are snuggled up together like two birds of a feather bird of bee. Let's take the road before us and sing us a chorus or two, maybe three. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with the two.
It is so bad it's funny.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Then people went straight to their local stores to investigate, and almost every tin said made in India.
I ain't gonna hold you. I just want to see if it's true. I've been seeing these boys shoot my whole life, man. Oh, they was not playing. He really made in India. No, thank you.
This is everyone's favorite butter cookies. We have the one that is made in Denmark for $9.99, and then the other one, butter cookies, made in India for $5.99. Very interesting when it comes to the price.
The tea is exceptionally good today.
Okay, guys, I find these cookies in my house too. Of course, it's not cookies. We already eat them before. But I want to check. Let me see where this made it. Product of Denmark. Okay, I'm safe.
Thank God.
And I have the small.
Are you really safe? Is it really made in Denmark, or are they just putting the shit on the tin that says it's Denmark and it's really in India? You never know.
One. It looks different, but it's butter cookie too. Let's see. Product of India.
And just hear those sleigh bells jingling-a-ring-a-ting-a-ting-a-ling-a-too. Come on, it's lovely weather for sleigh ride together with a Jew. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you.
Yeah, cookies made in India definitely took a reputation hit after that TikTok. And while the original video was just a mix of random Indian factory clips, the truth is many Indian dessert factories really look like this. Let me show you a few examples that prove you should probably stay far away from Indian cookies.
Well, to be fair, Jethro, you know, you probably wouldn't want to know where most of the things that you eat actually have been or where they come from. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you would probably gross you the hell out. But I get what you're saying. But I won't say that I've never eaten any of them butter cookies in the tin. I don't really like butter cookies. So, you know, thankfully I don't like butter cookies. But I'll definitely not be eating them no more. Just the food in India in general from the street vendors is enough to make you run in the other way. Sure that they're not getting any great shells in there. Oh, you got a little bit. You know how bad these guys eat in this country? You ever been around an Indian guy, like a pure Indian dude? You're talking like Apu. He said, "Don't be feasting the Jews." You ever been around an Indian dude? You know how bad they smell from body odor? Imagine what this group of Indians smells like. You think that odor doesn't get fucking permeated in that dough? Look at his face.
No. Well.
Nice, right up to the armpit. That's a stinky fucking BO armpit. I'm sure there's no arm hairs in that batter. Hey, at least there's equal portions in there.
Nonsense! I have had enough! Enough! You!
Is that Gordon Ramsay?
Get out!
As you can see, a lot of these factories are very unhygienic. So if you want to add some adventure to your Christmas, definitely treat yourself to
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy people that I don't like some Danish cookies. What do you mean it gets even more gross? In this video, or are you going to send me another
made in
video?
India. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have an amazing day. Bye.
Thanks for ruining everybody's Christmas, Jethro. We can start a channel called Jethro Ruins Christmas. That's some funny shit there. He had that dough all the way up to his fucking the hair in his armpits. Oh yeah, great video. Packaged in the USA. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Grinch cookies. Oh, I can imagine where those are made at. So I'm gonna have to share this on my Facebook page. This video. I don't shop at Aldi. I don't go to Aldi. That's all Chinese food there. Well, not all Chinese food. Apparently, there's some Indian food there. India food. Oh, I'm sure that it gets a lot, even more gross than what we just witnessed right there. But thanks for ruining the butter cookies for all of those people who really love butter cookies. I don't even trust the Danish ones. There's no way in the world that I would trust Danish made cookies. Even if they were, oh no, they're not from India. Those are from Deutschland. Well, I'm glad that I know now, but oh, my mom fucking used to buy them for her husband all the time. That's funny. Oh, Jethro, that was gross, but not shocking at all. It's really not. Have you ever watched the street vending videos where you're in India and they are making the food on, whatever street corner it is? Pretty gross stuff, man. Yeah, you gotta love it. The funniest part about that video was the ring ding ding ling ding 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 ling ling. That was the funniest part of the video. I should probably try and find some videos like that myself and pull a bow. Jethro, go find me a bunch of videos like that, and we'll have a stream where we can share them videos, and I'll watch them, and you guys can watch them along. I bet you, hey, what's up, Lena? I bet you Lena eats them cookies. Ring ding ding a ling.
Trees really look like this.
Not playing. He really made.
Together like two birds of a feather bird of bee. Let's take the road before us and sing us a chorus or two, maybe three. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with the two.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Then people went straight to their local stores to investigate.
Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with a
Not wearing a beard guard, a net.
Puedes ir por las
damn rat just running across all the shit.
tuyas a tu tienda favorita. Ross, Burlington, Target, Safeway, entre otras.
Rosy and comfy and cozy are we. We are snuggled up together like two birds of a feather bird.
You go gather a bunch of videos and let me know. And we'll do We'll do a bow Smurf watch transparency style video, a stream. Yeah, I don't have TikTok, so I don't do all the social medias anymore. So funny. Send them to me. Send them to me on at Bad Apple Media Yahoo, Jethro. And then send them to me with, I don't know whether they're 15, 20, 10, 15-minute ones. Send me a bunch of them and we'll share them together. Yeah. That's pretty fucked up. It really is. Distributed by Original Gourmet Food Company. We should all call this number 888-761-8399 and tell them that they're all a bunch of fucking scumbags. Try to automate it. Matter of fact, let me call right now. I'm going to call that number right now. See, this is the type of stuff that I can do on my channel. Yeah. 888-761-8399.
Thank you for calling the Original Gourmet Food Company, home of America's best tasting lollipops. Unfortunately, you have reached us outside of our normal operating hours, which are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
The best tasting lollipop?
Extension, you may dial it at any time or press 0 to leave a message in the general voicemail box.
This is the mailbox of 100. Please leave your message after the tone. For further options after recording, press the pound key. To connect to the operator, press 0.
Yeah. You fucktards over there at Original Gourmet Food Company need to get a big swift kick up in your ass, because I just watched a video with me and a bunch of people on my YouTube channel about where you're getting them butter cookies from. You're getting them from India with the ring ding ding a ding a ding 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 a ding ding. You guys are really, I can't believe that you would sell that shit in the United States of America. I think your stock in butter cookies, seasonal butter cookies, just went down, my man. And you might want to let the board of directors know that the gig is up. We know that you got armpit hair from India in them cookies. And you got rats running all over the dough. What's wrong with you guys? How much you got to pay to ship them things over from India and get them to make them cookies in their little shacks along the sidewalk vending? Come on, I can't even speak right now how disgusting I am. I'm disgusted at you guys. Unbelievable. Anybody in my chat got anything to say that I could leave in this message before it goes beep? Your message is enough. Anybody got anything you want me to say to them? Jethro, LCJC, One with Scissors, Chicken Little said so. Anybody got anything to say? Say it now, and I'll repeat it for you. I'm leaving the message for them. Hang on, guys, here over at Original Gourmet Food. Jethro's putting a bunch of smiley, laughing faces up. Anybody got anything to say to Gourmet Foods? No. Nobody's got nothing to say to Gourmet Foods. You're just leaving it all up to me. How much? Jethro says he wants to know how much could it possibly cost to make them butter cookies in the U.S. And Chicken Little said so. Send toiletries. And Lena says that this should be directed to the CEO. This message. You guys know that you're going viral all over TikTok, and I'm on YouTube right now. I can't believe that I watched what I watched. You guys are selling disgusting ass cookies that people have been eating for years and years. I think your revenue is going to go down very significantly. If you're wondering what's going on, Go on TikTok and look at the butter cookies video. I could give you the link. I can spell it for you. Let me see. I can spell it for you if it doesn't go into beep mode here. Okay, it's I'll spell it for you. It's /watch lowercase v lowercase l lowercase a capital N lowercase z hyphen capital S capital Y capital C lowercase q capital S capital U the and sign, like peas and carrots, the and sign. I forget what they call that. Lowercase t, an equal sign, the number 2, and the lowercase s. That'll get you to the video that we just watched. And you can enjoy the fucking disgusting shit that we just all witnessed together. And Lena says that they get the sodium for the cookies from their own sweat. Yeah, that sounds pretty logical to me. Gross, but logical. Do you have to go through any quality control processes for these cookies? I can't believe this is still recording, guys. Been on here for 5 minutes leaving a message. Maybe there's a time limit. But yeah, you guys are pretty gross, man. www.ogfc.net. Customer service at ogfc.net. It says it's the ingredients up there. It says contains wheat, milk, tree nuts, and soy. And it says manufactured in a facility that processes peanuts and sulfites. Damn.
Press 2 to record the message again. Press 3 to mark the message as urgent.
Oh, it's urgent.
Press 4 to mark the message as private. To connect to the operator, message marked as urgent.
That's an urgent
Press
message.
1 to delete your message. Press 2 to record the message again. Press 3 to mark the message as urgent. Press 4 to mark the message as message marked as urgent. Press 1 to delete your message. Press 2 to record the message again. Press 3, message marked as urgent.
Okay, the message was marked as urgent. I'm sure they're gonna, whoever listens to them voicemails, I knew it was an ampersand. I knew that's what it was. Isn't that what I said it was? But yeah, that was pretty gross. Yeah, I'm gonna share that video I'm gonna say Merry Christmas to all my friends and family. Enjoy them butter cookies made with love, sweat, and tears. Literally. But yeah, it says that the manufactured in a facility that processes peanuts and sulfites. What's sulfites? Is that armpit hair? Or is that body odor? Sulfites. Let's see what sulfites is. Well, it's probably some sort of, let's see, sulfites. Probably salt. It's sulfur, which is matches sulfur, containing compounds used as preservatives in foods, drinks, and medications to prevent spoilage, browning, and microbial growth. They're using sulfites to prevent microbial growth. And maintaining the color. It's only for the microbial growth of the germs that are festering from the process of making them cookies. Yeah. Oh, wait. Hey. Jethro, you're onto something here. Sulfites occur naturally in some foods and the body. But are added to products like wine, dried fruits, processed meats, and jams. While beneficial for preservation, they can trigger sensitivity reaction, especially in the asthmatics. So you got men from India and women, their sulfites from their body is coming here and it's triggering and causing sensitive reactions in asthmatics, causing breathing issues, headaches, and rashes, though it's an irritation, not a true allergy. So maybe that's what they mean by sulfites, that they're getting away with being sued because they're telling you that there's sulfites. Sulfites, not defining what sulfites they are putting in here. Not like they didn't say we're adding sulfites. They're just saying, well, there may be some sulfites, like coming from somebody's crusty ass fucking body. And so if you ever sued the original gourmet food company because those cookies triggered your asthma, giving you breathing issues, causing headaches, and giving you a rash, even though it's irritation, it's not a true allergy. And they'll say, well, it's just, sulfites. We told you that they were in there, so we gave you a heads up. Because you know how in Sigil Magic, kind of like predictive programming and things like that, they have to tell you what they're going to do to you before they do it, so it absolves them from any karma. well, there you go. They're telling you that there's sulfites from Indian human beings in the cookies, so you can't really do anything to them about it. They'll fight you and they'll do whatever they can. Yeah, I didn't see them adding any sulfites other than the runoff from their own armpits and the guy picking his mouth and rats running around. Maybe sulfites from. Can you get sulfites from rats? Maybe, I don't know. But all right, we're at 3 hours. I'm gonna get off of here. The last hour was pretty comical. Well, not the last hour. The last half hour was pretty comical. I spent a half hour raging about the panel curse and all you fucktards in the panel curse. And a little rat shit. Yeah. Send a case to the CEO. Oh, no, it costs money. Let them come on social media and let them eat some cookies like Obama drank the Flint water. Wasn't that Obama? How he drank the Flint water? He went, oh yeah, it's great water. Well, being from the Detroit area, Flint's not far from here. The water issue wasn't like in every fucking place in Flint. If you don't know, I'll tell you. It was some houses where the pipes that went from the main pipe, that supplied all the water down the road or the houses, that was the pipe that went from the supply to the house that was having issues. And it wasn't every house in Flint. But see, the media didn't tell you that. And that's only something that you would know if you read some documents about it. And that's what I did. And I found out that it wasn't because they were trying to hold the governor, whatever his name was at the time, Schneider. They were trying to hold Governor Schneider responsible because he knew about it. No, so I read the documents that, pertain to what they were trying to do to him, and it revealed that it wasn't every household, it wasn't every business, it wasn't everything. It was just a small portion of homes, maybe some businesses that had pipes going from the supply to the home. That was causing issues. But still to this day, you could move any of you out here in the country who need a place to live and you have very little money. Flint is the place for you. You could get a house that's pretty much livable for about 20 grand, 30 grand. If you spent 30 grand on a house in Flint, you would get a really nice, livable house. Won't be in the best of the neighborhoods, because all the houses around it are all falling apart. But you could probably get a house that you might be able to live in if you put some windows in it and maybe put a tarp over the roof. You could probably live in a house like that, or get a house and buy one for probably about $500, $1,000. And so you could pretty much live off of, really low income. You could get a job like part-time and kind of be rich. And I don't know about rich, but you'd have extra pocket change if you came to Flint, Michigan, and bought yourself a house. If you don't believe me, go on Zillow and look up houses in Flint. Go on Facebook Marketplace and look up houses in Flint, Michigan for sale. And you'll see like, damn, you can get a house for 10 grand. Saginaw, Sag Nasty, they call it. You can go to Sag Nasty, Michigan, and get you a pretty decent house too. There's some parts of Michigan where you could get a really nice house for about 20 or 30 grand. I'm not saying that you'll have any work and there will be any jobs other than like, minimum wage jobs, but if you got an income, if you got 10 grand to blow on a house and you got a fixed income, say $1,000, $2,000, $1,500, whatever a month, not even less than that, $1,000 a month, you could live, you can make it. Flint, Michigan has got your name all over it, and Sag Nasty too. So, yeah, well, not everybody's got the fucking the beautiful groundwater, the spring water. Have you had it tested lately? Do you have to run it through a Berkey or any type of filter? I would run it through a Berkey, no matter how clean it is. Run it through a Berkey if you're drinking it right from the ground, or have some other filtration system. I'm not doubting you, Jethro, but I would take some of that water and have it tested just to be safe. I've been through Ohio, and I know you're from Ohio. And remember the train that blew up and it poisoned all the water? And it's got that shit on the bottom, and no matter what you do, it stays on the bottom and you can't clean it up. Oh, well, test the water again. Don't trust it, because if shit flows downhill, and there's been a lot of fucking industrial waste being spewed into rivers and ponds and into the ground. And 80 years ago, anything could have happened in 80 years. You never know, man. You never know. All right, y'all. Lynette, you know what time it is, don't you? Oh, I'm tired. I don't want to sleep in. I got stuff to do in the morning. I got to go pay people some money for some things, some stuff. So it is. Lynette's got it right. Ding, ding. Why do they got Dia de los Muertos up here? Why do they still got Halloween shit up here, man? It's almost Christmas. Fuck's wrong with these people? That's why I hate StreamYards. All right, catch y'all on the flip side. Jethro, go dig me up some fucking videos, and we can do a video fest night. So, anybody, go dig up some videos. You find some crazy ass videos, lock them in, and then you can put the link in, and then I'll share them while we're live, and we can go from video to video, or got to give me a few to start out with. Give me a half hour's worth of videos, and then we can start loading them up, and we can do a stream. Bow style. Bow win. We don't do like Bow win. We do like Jägerman. So, anywho, later, y'all. Have a good night. Seat tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate, bitch, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
Yum, yum. Get you some. Merry Christmas. For all you fucking buttered cookie loving motherfuckers. Yum, yum. Eat up, eat up. We got jobs to have. We need jobs. We need jobs. Woohoo. Eat the cookies, motherfuckers. Eat the cookies.